Oh shit. How's it going, everyone? I think I'm live. I'm not sure if I'm live. I would assume that I'm live. It's been a very long time since I've done this. Trying to get all my ducks in a row, if that's the correct terminology. I hope my microphone's like not loud because I think it might be too loud. I'm not sure if there's anyone that can let me know if it's not too loud or if it's like Goldilocks just right. Let's see. We got John in the chat. How's it going? What the fuck is NCBD? New comic book day. Okay, I was making sure I spelled that right. Because I was like, hold on a second. Did I spell it wrong? Evolving Earth Angel Jennifer, thank you for the 4.99 super chat. Much appreciated. Let's see, we got Second Street Marvel. How's it going, Second Street Trinity? I hope you're doing better, man. I know you were fucked up, man. I seen your stream where you were all hurt, man. I hope you're back on your feet doing good. Actually, I seen you standing the other day, so you're back on your feet, right? Ben Compton, how's it going, Ben Compton? Let's see. Perry seems like he just said a couple lines before going line. Actually, tequila um, with actual margarita mix. Whoa, that looks cool. It's like a green screen. Whoa, what's my green screen? That's so cool. Whoa, that means if I hold up Doctor Doom, it should be like a green screen. Oh, why is he grayed out? That's weak. That's weak. Anyway, um, I just lost my train of thought. Yo, what's going on, Lennon Rabbit? How's it going, Cap? How's it going, man? Playing some Call of Duty earlier today, and we got a battle royale win, man. It was awesome. Let's see. We have videos by Roast. The microphone is fine. Appreciate it. Um, a very long time no see. I know. I'm going to drop the link. So if anybody wants to jump on, I'm going to show all the comics I got, talk about a bunch of stuff, and just have like a hangout stream. Let's see. What's up, Chaos and Comics for me? It's a Star Wars and X-Men comic book. I actually got two Star Wars comic books today, which is weird because I don't really read any Star Wars comic books. I think I put it on my pull list for some reason. I think there was hype, and I got worried that I wasn't gonna like get the hot book, but then it turned out to be garbage, and then I never took it off the pull list. Let's say peanuts without the peanut peanuts. Oh, peanuts. Oh, it sounds like sounds like it's speaking but loud and clear. All right, that's good. Maybe I'll put it back a bit. Yeah, I hope it doesn't clip too much. Joey Baggins Evans, cheers, Perry. Cheers to you. Oh, with my X-Men cup, and it has a green screen on it too. I would love to know what my green screen is. Warlord, hello. How are you doing, man? Let's see. Hey, Perry, did you by any chance, Chuck? So I had to like jump through hoops to watch Chucky. I had to buy Sling TV. It's like $40 a month to watch Chucky now, which I'm just gonna bite the bullet and do it because I have MTV on there too, so I get to watch Jersey Shore. But I'm gonna be watching that. Well, tonight at 11, Sling TV should be recording it. So then after the live stream, I'll probably watch it and I'll put it out tomorrow. And then every week so forth after that because I Chucky's like my second favorite horror franchise. It's fun. Every Chucky movie is just fun that I've seen. It gives you everything you want, and it's good. The stories are fun. Clipping, is it clipping too much? Let me see. I'll put it down. I put it down a little bit. The gain down. For me, it's 4 to 5 indie day. I don't even know how many indies I got. I think I got like 3 or 4. One of them I read it and I was like, the art is just disgusting. I get my indies in trade or online. If it's not off the shelf, all right, let me go here to invite. Copy to clipboard. All right, if anybody wants to come on and show their comics or talk comics or whatever, just don't show your penis. Let's see. I did get Homesick Pilots. That's one I want to read, but I think I'm going to opt out for the trade. Let's see. I read a good amount of books. I didn't finish everything, which is understandable, right? Because I mean that's a stack, dude. Like it's a good amount. Let's see. So first off, I got Star Wars, High Republic, Trials of Shadow, which I don't know what this is, but look at that lightsaber. The green screen makes it look like the lightsaber's moving. That's so fucking cool, dude. Let's see. Spider-Man Crossroads. I need to catch up on this. I read the first 2 issues and I kind of enjoyed it. So I'm looking to see. I know I put issue 3 somewhere. I was cleaning up and I put the issues in a random ass box. I'm one of those collectors where I don't know where my books are. Um, I mean, the artwork inside looks great, besides the green screen. Let's see what else we got going on. This, bro, if you're not reading this Batman, dude, this shit is dope. This shit, the art inside was great. The story is cool, little cardstock cover. Look, hold on, I gotta show you because like they give you action pages, man, and it's just awesome. Like it's just so cool. This fear state shit, I'm digging it, man. Like I get fed up with Batman books, but if you're gonna give me good Batman books, I'm not complaining. Oh, and there's this new series that's about to come out by Tom Taylor. I know he's getting a lot of flack right now because he has Superman Jr. sucking someone's dick, and that's perfectly fine because Tom Taylor doesn't miss. Tom Taylor puts out good comics. I don't care what anybody says. So if Tom Taylor's on a story and it's Batman, DC, and it's a fantasy book, I'm in. But like, look at these big panels, dude. They look great. They look so fucking good. So yeah, I recommend Batman. The last page is awesome because he's like, he ripped off his mask because it's not really Batman, and he's like, "Do I fucking look like Batman?" And he's like, "Oh my god!" And then he's like, "I am Batman." I was like, "That's a little misleading." Let's see, we got Star Wars: The High Republic, which a lot of people didn't like, but this is what I just haven't taken off the pull list. Speaking of books, I haven't taken off the pull list. Miles Morales' Spider-Man. The last 30 issues I have not read, but I've been buying. This is the most curious book. I haven't read this because I'm not. I opened it and I did not like what I saw inside. This is a $10 book, and it's supposed to tie into HBO Max. They're doing an like a podcast type of story on Batman, and it's supposed to be like a prelude to that. But like the art style inside. Let me show you what I mean. It's just where's Batman? Look at Penguin, dude. Like I don't know, man. Like it seemed very like kiddish almost. Like I don't know, like too poppy. Like look at the Riddler, dude. Well, I mean, fuck it. I wish. What's my green screen? Oh, I think it's like a crypto punk. But it's just the art style in this for $10. This is not a $10 book. I don't care what anyone says. That is not worth $10. This, which was a quick ass read, Kang versus Doctor Doom. I would have rather paid $10 to read this because this is actually pretty good. I don't like how they killed Kang killing Kang, and I didn't know Doctor Doom was related to Kang, which is kind of cool. But that was badass seeing Doctor Doom go at it with two Kangs. ETER. I had a lot of people tell me that this is going to be a cool upshot. I think it's just a one shot by upshot, but this art in here, it's just not it, dude. I don't know if you guys remember like the old cartoon bubblegum art. This is like right up that Ahoy Comics type of garbage that I'm not a fan of. I shouldn't say garbage because like art is subjective and people might really like this art style, which I totally understand. But for me, when I see it, I'm like, dude, I paid money for this. I paid $5 for this, $4.99 or $3.99. Yikes! Let's see. We also got Blue and Gold, which is what's that thing? A guilty pleasure. This is like a guilty pleasure book because reading this, I would not think I would like this, but I'm really enjoying it. The aspect of there's always like a live stream going on with Booster Gold, and it's kind of funny. You get this villainous bitch who comes to like take over Earth because she owns Earth or she owns this part of the universe. And then Booster Gold comes in with Blue Beetle to save the day, but he can't pay his rent because Blue Beetle's broke. It was fun, man. Like it's a great read. I gotta say I really enjoy this for some reason because I could usually say that I recommend people a book. And I'm like, bro, you gotta read this. This shit's crazy. This isn't crazy. This isn't mind blowing. This isn't groundbreaking. It's just fun. And that's probably like the best part about reading comics is finding something that's just fun. Let's see what else we got. The Amazing Spider-Man, new writer. I haven't had a chance to dive into this. I've been hearing good things. I heard it's a lot more fast paced compared to what Nick Spencer's 70 issue run, 75 issue run, something like that. So I hope it's good. May's book, which is one that I cannot wait to dive into later tonight or probably tomorrow. I haven't even peeked inside this yet to see if. Oh wow, I love that cover. I don't know if you guys can hear that. The cover is thick. Hey yo, you know I like them thick. Hey yo, now look at that art style. This is like a Jeff Lemire type of art. The Jeff Lemire writes this. No fucking shit, dude. I've definitely seen like books that Jeff Lemire has written with this same type of art style. Does Jeff Lemire do the art in this? Why is that so familiar? It even has like a Gideon Falls type of art style to it. Yeah, no, I'm totally digging this. I need to read that though. Let's see, and then we have the conclusion of Super Sons. For some reason, I thought this was the one with John Kent that everyone is losing their marbles about. But it's not because I looked at it. I'm like, wait, no, this is Tomasi. This isn't Taylor. So I picked this up because I thought it was a different book. I don't know when that book's coming out. I'm so curious. And then the best book this week, by far, which I would have rather paid $10 for this, is Batman the Imposter. This thing was dope. This is like, oh man, this is a Batman book, man. Like the everything in it, dude. Look at the art, dude. It is beautiful. It is so beautiful, man. The way the book flows is like seamless. The art panels, the way they're laying out the pages is so cool. Look at that. That's Bruce Wayne there, his silhouette, and then you get the bats inside. It's so good, man. If you're gonna read one book this week, please pick this up. This is a good book to read. I have to say that. Let me see. There's a lot going on in the chat, so I don't want to neglect anybody. We got TK's Bat Cave. How you doing, TK? Let's see. 2022 is when I moved to digital and trades with only a few hard. I love the trade read, man. Trades are honestly where it's at. But like there's something magical about not even picking up your pull list, about just going and looking at the wall and just picking your book off the wall. I wasn't gonna read this. I seen like another Batman #1. I'm like, what the fuck do I want to read another Batman book? And I was just like, you know what? Let me just grab it. I grabbed it off the wall and I was like, this is so good. I'm bending the book. Oh my god, the blasphemy. Last issue, Vault today. Let's see, John, how's it hanging? A little to the left. Let's see, I'm only reading Batman Reptilian because of Garth Ennis. I don't blame you. I want to read Batman Reptilian so bad. Perry going for diversity. I'll call shit out if it's like forced. But I don't know. I see a lot of people getting mad over comics who don't read comics, and it's really funny. We all love Star Wars High Republic. Uh, we all love it. I hope it's good. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll read it. How's it going, Mars? Let's see. Hey, Kang's always been killing Kang. Hey man, he's killing that Kang. I wish. What was the book? This one. They kill the villain in this. But then at the end they reveal that they don't really kill the villain, they just transport it. I thought that was the weakest shit in this issue. Like if you would have had a Blue Beetle catch a body, that would have been so badass, dude. Let's see. Anyone read the final of Strange Adventures? I can't wait to read that in trade. I read the first couple issues and it was so good. But there was like too much time in between issues that I really want to just dive in and do like a full binge read of it. Because it was that good. It really is. Not a fan of the art, but if it's a story, silly but fun. Blue Beetle is definitely a guilty pleasure. Yeah. What's that song about? Guilty. Oh no, that's a different song. It's not guilty pleasure. That's guilty for you. What else, Spock? Yo, I can't wait to jump into the Spock movies. Let's see. Loving the shirt. Hey man, Dunder Mifflin's where's that, man? I wish The Office would come back to Netflix. I miss The Office. It's not the same on Peacock. Of course the Hispanic would be broke. Hey man. Mars from Texas. Let's see. Yo, Cowabunga, how's it going, Ruben? Let's see. Did she say that? Let's see. Gonna go here. Tommaso means Taylor in Italian. Does it really? I don't know Italian, so I couldn't tell you. I heard the Batman book was great. I haven't had a chance to pick one up yet. I recommend you do. I thought it was probably my best book this week by far. Let's see. I've heard good stuff. I might have to buy another effing Bat book. Hey, man. Let me see. Because sometimes they have the codes in here. If anybody wants any of the codes. No, I don't think DC does that with Black Labels. I mean, you could go on like one of those websites if you want to read it for free. I, I used to get upset when I'm like, dude, you shouldn't read comics for free. Like, you should support. I've given so much money to fucking comic shops and shit all over Florida. If I want to read some fucking books for free, pirated, I'm gonna read them. I've got a pretty good collections of omnibuses. I only got one. I got Doctor Strange, Sorcerer Supreme, which I've only read a little bit of it, but it's really good. Let's see, pizza time. I like pizza. Margarita time. Let's see. I haven't read the final Strange Adventures. Was about to. Then Perry's notification popped up. Hey man, if anybody wants to jump on, I wouldn't mind. I'll drop the link in the chat. I was gonna talk about something and I completely forgot. How's everyone doing? Honestly, I have no idea. I just wanted to hang out. I feel like I used to like go live a lot and I knew what to talk about and I don't know what to talk about. Yeah, same. I spent so much money over the years at comic shops. I no longer feel guilty reading the occasional digital book. Yeah, I like to read books before I go to my shop because I'm like, all right, that's a good book. I'm gonna buy it. I enjoyed it. Like I'll buy a book that I read. Um, let's see. What is this? What is that? It's just I guess it's an emoji. What up, Flash by Nights? How's it going, man? I hope everyone's doing good this new comic book day. I didn't really get to show this off. This is probably like the best $100 I've ever spent. How can you go wrong with this Doctor Doom? And look, he's sitting on Doom Castle, and there's only what? There's only like 1,000 of these made. This thing's awesome. I feel like I never get to show my stuff off, man. I used to go live all the time and show off what I bought this week. I bought a lot of things in the last couple months that I haven't shown anybody. The Spider-Man No Way Home official the trailer might be dropping October 25th. That movie is probably going to be one of the most hype movies ever. You know, like Spider-Man, Marvel, comic book wise. I really am looking forward to that. Oh, by the way, if has anyone read this in the chat? I feel like I'm reading the Robert Pattinson movie. Like there's an art panel in here that looks like one of the still shots that was released. Hold on, I have to show this because I see this and I instantly wanted to talk to somebody about it, but no one I know has read this. It is. I literally feel like they're gonna make the movie like this, and I guess one of the screenwriters wrote this. So I'm like, huh, it's really weird. Hold on, here it is. Look at that. Look at that panel right there, right there. That is the Robert Pattinson picture with his makeup around the eyes. That's Robert Pattinson. Like, like hands down. So the fact that this came out and it has something to like the writer with the movie is on. I'm just like, hold on a second. It's really weird. Oh, Doctor Doom, my favorite villain. That is awesome. I think he is too. Like sitting down and looking at it, I think he's my favorite Marvel character. Doctor Doom is just so cool, man. And I was watching some of the old Marvel TV shows on Disney, and Doctor Doom is so cool. Like he's just a complete badass. And he's a descendant of Kang. So Doctor Doom is like a super genius, which would make sense that his descendant years later is Kang. Fucking cool. Man, the hype is gonna be out of control. No way everyone's going to be satisfied. Not even a little. If I don't get the guy from the original Spider-Man, I'm gonna be pretty upset. Because why bring Doctor Octavius from that movie back if you're not planning on bringing Tobey Maguire? And hey, while you're at that, you might as well throw Andrew Garfield into the mix. You guys robbed him of a third movie. The first two were good. I know a lot of people don't like those movies, but watching them with like no opinion of the outside world, like just my own thoughts, those movies are really good. So I don't know why people hate on them so much. Let's see. Oh, oh. I haven't drank tequila in a long time, and I actually used this thing to measure my cups. If you guys don't know, that's Michael Myers, and he's coming out with a new movie this week, and it says "Have a nice day." Oh man, yo, how's it going, Captain Comics? Ahoy, mates and mermaids. Oh man. Whew. So yeah, let's see. Oh my god. I have someone joining me who hasn't been live on YouTube since 2016.
Yo, why you
Yo,
trying
what's
to
up?
play me?
Nah, I'm just playing with you. How's it going, Mr. TK?
Damn. Yo, it's funny
There.
because a lot of people, it's a lot of people think that I'm gonna jump on just because you're on and stuff like that. But you're the only one that's live streaming that went on a day that I'm off. So you know,
You
so
got to get TK off. I mean, you got to get TK on a day off.
on my days off, what is it? Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah. What's up, kid? How's everything? Look at you. You
Hey,
been working
man.
out? You look like you've been hitting the gym twice a day.
Ooh, bro, I've been hitting the punching bag, and this Wii Sports I got is killing it, man.
Did the punching bag hit back?
You know it.
Wii Sport.
Nah, you don't play Wii Sports, bro. You got a bowl.
Nah, 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 nah. Nobody
That's
playing no
you.
Wii Sports.
Yo, Bearded, how's it going, Bearded? Yeah, we're talking comics. Yo, TK, did you get a chance to pick this up?
Nah,
You're
bro.
Mr. Batman.
I don't pick up singles no more, bro.
Look, you're like, whenever I have a question about Batman, you're the go-to. Tell me that is not Robert Pattinson in the bottom panel.
Uh, so supposedly, since I still, lurk around, supposedly it's
Hey,
supposed to be something like that. You know what they do? So, from what I heard and from what everybody is speculating, is that when it comes to comic books and the movies nowadays, and it makes sense that they try their hardest to go with either the storyline that's happening or something current to tie in, and it makes sense just to make the sales for the movie, like just to like promote the movie even more. And somebody said that, I forgot who it was. It was like a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, "Yo, that makes sense." Like that they try to, for the new readers to understand as well.
yeah,
I
I
mean,
get
but
that.
again, I don't know.
I don't know. I was reading this, and after I seen that panel, I was like, I hope this has nothing to do with the movie, because I wouldn't want to read a comic that's gonna spoil like a Batman movie. Like that would
I
kind of
mean,
suck,
I don't
you
know.
know?
Yeah, I mean, if it's spoiling the film, then no, then I shouldn't be. I
Because,
shouldn't.
bro, it is really good. Like the story is really good.
Is it?
Yeah. Like I read I Am Batman #2 today. I was like, oh, this might be my pick of the week. And then I read this, and I was like, whoa, by far, this is it. Like
Damn,
I'm
man,
all
that's
in, and it's a
exciting.
black label, and it's thick. It's nice and thick.
Hey,
You know what
hey, I
else?
know it's
You know what
fucking
else is nice and thick?
nice.
John's Comics with Kids.
Oh God, right on time.
That was a great segue. That was not awkward at all. But
That's the only way to do it.
Perry, I got this old shirt. I haven't worn this in a long time, but
That's Dharma Initiative.
and it says I'd hit that every 108 minutes. So
That's
for you,
gold.
Perry. Yeah, hey, I was inappropriate all my life. That's TK,
Something to be
man.
proud of.
It's so glad that there's somebody of substance on this show.
It's like you know what's funny, John? I like see you everywhere. I'm on the train. I see you. I go to TikTok. I see you. You're just the man. You're putting in
Hey.
that work.
The TikTok
He is.
sensation.
Yeah. I really
So
like it.
Perry's been trying to get me on TikTok for a really, really long time, and then finally it happened, and now it's like I'm addicted. It's like all I want to do. I don't want to do.
'Cause it's so easy, right? To like make those little videos. There's not a lot of planning and effort that has to go into
The
it.
app, it's all built in. It's like
Yeah.
you could shoot, edit, add anything you want, and then put it up, and it's all done, and then share it all out of there.
The customization on it, it's crazy.
Right?
Yeah.
Here,
Like,
sorry, I better pour a little whiskey for the group here.
hey, everybody's
There you go.
drinking. Yo, Rocky, give me.
I
a
got a
drink.
little tequila.
Did you tell your dog to go get you something to
Yeah, I
drink?
tried. I've been training him for 2 weeks to get me a drink, and the motherfucker just looks at me like I'm stupid or something.
I mean, maybe he's
Oh,
got a
man.
point.
But then when he wants water, right? But then when you want water, I give it to you. You know what? Whatever. We'll talk about it later.
Doom,
how's everyone
Octopus,
doing?
Baron Mordo, Apocalypse, Juggernaut. That's a solid 5. That's
That is a
solid.
pretty
Top
solid.
5 favorite Marvel villains: Doctor Doom, Doc Ock.
I would bounce
Oh.
Mordo and replace him with Magneto.
If
I
you
think
could
that
fit
would
MODOK
probably
in
be
there,
my set.
then we're talking.
I generally like the ones that are like anti-villains. Like Emma Frost was a villain. Some people consider her a villain.
That's
Emma
such a
Frost.
touchy
Great in
subject. Like,
lingerie.
hey, what are they? Like, are they a villain or not?
Right?
Is Harley Quinn still a villain? Is she not?
Would Batman be considered an anti-hero or
He's a-
an anti-villain? Because like he doesn't really follow the rules, but he does it all for
What's
good
that word?
things.
Vigilante.
Vigilante, right?
I think it also depends on the era of Batman you're talking about, because when a character's been around for 1,000 issues like that, they have so many iterations, right? And
Yeah.
I think you look at the the golden age Batman, he was killing guys left and right,
Guns.
like the original
Using guns
OG
like it was
Batman.
nothing. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was killing guys a ton. And then another generation of writers came in and probably put their biggest fingerprint on the character, which was like getting rid of the whole guns and killing thing and making him like that was part of his code. I don't kill. And that was kind of when he really blew in popularity, just became huge. And then of course, then you had the Adam West comedy years where it was just like, he's just the guy in tights. And how ridiculous is this? And he has a little boyfriend that he runs around with.
Hey!
And now he doesn't pleasure women.
Exactly. And then I think it got into the Frank Miller era where it's like, this guy is a psycho and he's just straight killing people. And, he's lost it. And I think that's the era I think we're still in. I think people liked what Miller did. And then, his vision for that dark DC universe is kind of where everybody's locked in.
Have you read this?
If it's got Batman on it, or it's got, here's the funny thing about your pull list and my pull list. Like everything I'm basically telling myself not to buy, you're buying.
Everything I don't buy, you buy.
You were showing me your pull list. It's like Spider-Man, 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 Batman, 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 Batman. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not buying any of that. The only Superman book we bought was the one we were like, oh, that's not the wrong one. I meant to buy the other one.
I meant to buy the other one, yeah. The
Which
one that
comes out
everyone
next
keeps
week,
talking
by the
about.
way. It comes out next week.
Very excited for it.
So I basically am not reading anything with Batman or Spider-Man because I'm just kind of sick of what Marvel and DC do with the characters. Not that the characters are bad or that the stories aren't good. I love the old stories, like anything, pre-Scott Snyder Batman, I generally really enjoy. I just don't want to put money into the machine that's like, hey, there's a 10th Batman book this week. Hey, there's a 7th Spider-Man book this week.
Pump them
go
up.
get it, man. Go get it. They're all crap, but go get it.
Hey, as long as the stories, but I do understand it's just money.
$10.
Money. They make the most money, so obviously they're gonna start pumping them out.
But I disagree with the obviously in that sentence because I feel like how would they ever have a diversified or interesting a range of characters if they were like, well, Batman makes money, all this other stuff we should just throw it out the window. We're the Batman company now. Like that logic is going to run them into a corner at some point. I feel like,
but I think Batman.
Yeah,
how long has Batman been the top seller for DC?
I don't. I mean, I know that like when Jim Lee was doing Justice League, that was hugely popular. But you could argue that's a Batman comic because Batman's in it. I think it's just narrow-minded. The same way that Marvel says it's Spider-Man, everything's got to be Spider-Man. I think it's a narrow-minded view of their market, and could potentially lead them down a path where it's like, well, we're really just doing Batman comics, and we don't get a blue and gold because they're the Batman company now. Yeah, or we don't get really fun different books like Strange Adventures because there's just the money's not in it.
I think they should just add. I think they should just create and do what it. The same thing with the whole, making characters gay and whatever. Like with the whole Superman, the Jonathan. I don't know anything about that character, so I'm perfectly. It was nothing. It shouldn't be a problem or whatever. But when it comes to like Batman books and they're making too many, I think that they should also make more of every other character, every book. Like I feel like there's so many stories that could be made for everybody.
I did actually buy a Batman book last month.
John doesn't read Batman.
I bought that Batman versus Bigby Wolf because I'm a Fables guy, and I was like, I just want to see what they do with it. And it was a shitty comic. Like it was a crappy book. I think I gave it a 3 out of 10. Like this book. Oh man. Bad.
Are you still on X-Men? Are you still reading all the X-Men books?
I'm gonna go all the way until Hickman.
All 32 different books.
Hickman is finishing the Inferno story.
For every different X-Men book, they equal to all the Batman books.
Actually, it's not. There are way more Batman books.
Wow.
Legitimately more Batman books.
How many X-Men books are there right now?
There's usually 2 a week. There are some weeks when it might be 3, but usually it's 2 a week. Whereas Batman books, there's sometimes 5 or 6 a week. Like, depending on how you want to count it. Like, what was it? Was it Pennyworth? There's a Pennyworth book. Oh, that's not Batman. It's just Alfred.
But wouldn't that be like a Wolverine book?
Now, I would count a Wolverine book as an X book for
So
sure.
the only X books that are out are the main X book titles. There's no other X-Men that got their
I'm
own
counting
story
all of
arc?
those. I'm counting Wolverine. I'm counting New Mutants. I'm counting, Excalibur. I'm counting all of those. At least they don't release 18 different X-Men books every week, right?
Every week, yeah.
Every month.
It's
maybe
spread out
there's
throughout the month.
But Batman, it's legitimately like 8 or 10 a week.
They do.
For
They do a
whole
lot of
month.
Batman.
I love it.
I'm going to probably stop X-Men after Hickman's done, but I might read it digitally. I think that was what I was mentioning in the chat. I'm going to try to make the end of this year a transition to reading more stuff digitally and only buying like my indies maybe as like actual hard copies.
Yeah.
How do you read digital? Like on your phone or like an iPad?
I have an iPad.
Because Scarpad told me iPad is the best way.
I would prefer, obviously, but I mean, I can read it on my phone too. I'm fine doing that, especially the panel-to-panel design that they've got, where you
That
can,
they
like,
have in the
zoom
app.
in.
That's the coolest thing. I got the Marvel
cool.
app, and I was like, "That's so cool."
Yeah,
it's like they
it
zoom
is
in for you, and it kind of helps me because sometimes I'm looking at a page and I'm not exactly sure which way they want me to read, and then I wind up reading something first. I'm like, "Fuck, I gotta go back and read it this way again." And I'm like, "This is taking way too long. Why am I struggling reading comics?" It's just a lot.
Reading is hard, man.
It's difficult, man.
And that's the truth right now. But I think there's more than one way to look at their statistics, and I think it's easy to look at it and say, well, Batman sells, we need more of it, instead of saying, well, what is really selling is a good character with good writing. Like if you had a good character with good writing, I think other books would go well. Included in that would be, I think that Tom Taylor, everything he's been writing has been great. So it's
From
not
like 2 years ago,
right.
he's been doing a tremendous.
He doesn't miss right now.
Stop.
Ram V the same way. I think Ram V's been writing
Swamp
a bunch
Thing.
of great stuff over there. So why not give those guys other books? Now, it doesn't have to just give them a Bat book. Like, give them other stuff. I think they create interest in other characters.
Do you think these writers say like, hey, listen, I want a Batman book, or you think the companies be like, hey, you're gonna work on a Batman book?
I bet it's both. I bet there's definitely people that are like, I have this idea and I want to do a Batman book, and DC's not going to say no. They're going to be like, heck yeah, bring it. But I also think that they're like, we want another Batman book. So who do we have? Hey, pitch us a Batman idea. Give us a Batman idea. And they might say, hey, I really want to do this Green Lantern book. I'm like, yeah, not so much.
Hey, I'm excited for that new fantasy book, the new DC type fantasy book that's coming out by Tom Taylor, 12-issue run. Because Jim Lee said that when Last Gods came out, the writer was saying that Jim Lee is such a fan of fantasy books that he was so happy about Last Gods. So I feel like Last Gods did so good as a fantasy book that they're like, hey, let's throw our properties that we already have in a fantasy type world. I'm like, why is no one talking about this? This seems really cool.
That sounds cool.
Speaking of fantasy people, Chaos.
What's up?
What's up, man?
Yes! Look at that hair. This is a beautiful.
I know, right?
Hair.
It's worse under this light, I think.
Is that a light? It looks like who's that lady in the castle?
If you
with the
pull
long
the
hair?
rope, does the light go off?
Rapunzel.
Oh yeah, I left her up there. I go sit without being washed down. I'm already too pale. I don't need the light washing me out.
Look like Ghostface. What'd you get today, Chaos? What'd you read about? I seen your video you did today about bisexual Batman. I mean Superman.
Well,
yeah, or bisexual Robin.
Bisexual Robin too.
Yeah.
I got Strange Adventures. I got the X-Men books, and I got the Star Wars books. Homesick Pilots, and then there's a book that only like me and one other person are reading called Engine Word, and that ends. That's a Vault comic. One of the few not horror Vault comics.
Yeah, they do a ton of horror over there.
Yeah.
Is it good?
It's good enough. I stuck around for the whole 12 issues. It could have been better.
Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah, I haven't read anything. I was about to read Strange Adventures, and then I got the Perry notification. I guilted Perry into doing this, by the way.
Yeah, pretty much.
On a different stream.
It was like 2 PM, and I'm like, oh look, Chaos is on someone's channel. He's like, hey Perry, you don't do comics no more. You don't go live no more. I'm like, fine. You know what? Fuck this. I'm going live on Wednesdays then. You know,
You said
do it.
Friday too. I heard. I don't know.
Yeah, it went on Friday. You know, no, nothing. Everybody like has a bedtime. I'm like, what the hell? I'm awake. I'm bored.
Yeah, but you're an insomniac, and we're not.
Is that what that is?
You're like making videos at like 3 in the morning watching a horror movie.
It's the best time to watch them. You know, I'm half asleep. I'm scared, a little
What was
tipsy.
I saw a meme where it was like, if you're feeling alone, you should turn the lights off and watch a horror movie. You won't feel alone anymore.
Is it 2019, Greg? Is it 2019?
2019.
I feel like everyone's drinking. Should I get a drink?
Yeah, where's your seltzer?
I'm not drinking.
That's
Your
so
White Claw.
disgusting. That White
Hey,
Claw
my sober October starts soon. I need to drink the rest of these days while I can.
October. It's already October, buddy.
Yeah, but we start in the middle of October.
There you go.
We're not going to set ourselves up to lose, John. Come on.
That's that Irish joke, right? An Irishman goes into a bar and orders 3 beers, and the bartender's like, "No, you just want one, and then I'll give you another." Right? No, I want 3 beers, and then he quickly drinks all 3 beers and leaves. And he does this a couple of times, and the bartender finally is like, "What's the deal with you and the 3 beers?" He's like, "Oh, well, my brothers are in different countries around the world, and every year on our birthdays, we get together in a bar and drink 3 beers as if we're all together." The bartender's like, "Oh, that's really kind of cool." And then that happens for a few more months, and then one day the guy shows up and he orders 2 beers, and the bartender's like, "Oh my gosh, did your brother die?" And he's like, "Oh no, I just quit drinking."
That's
pretty
exactly like that.
That's funny. I do want to say, out of nowhere, that I am behind in a lot of things. When it comes to the films, I have even watched What If. Was What If good?
There's no
fell
Batman.
off.
There's no Batman.
Oh no, I'm not watching that then.
We love it. Me and my wife absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
Just towards the end, though, you're like, oh wow, this is bigger than Infinity War and Endgame. So,
Wow.
But,
I think people who hated on it, and I definitely know people that didn't like it, were not necessarily fans of the concept of the comics anyways. Like the What If comics were not designed to be stuff that like was connected to continuity in any kind of way. It wasn't.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
this. Most of them were real downers, where like everybody just dies at the end. Like they were often this kind of like just kind of heavy, depressing, but like quirky things. And I think the animated series kept true to a lot of that. I didn't love it. It was the thing I was most excited to see from Marvel on TV, but it didn't live up to the hype for me. But I didn't hate it or anything. It was certainly good escapist fun.
It was good. I watched the first couple episodes. I liked it.
Yeah, I thought it was just the right amount of connected and not connected. I loved the What If comics as a kid. So
yeah,
in fact, I think when I think back, I think I know a lot. Obviously, I couldn't afford all these comics as a kid. I think I learned a lot about the real Marvel universe from the 2 pages at the beginning of each What If comic that would tell you like what really happened. and then it'd be like, and then Punisher's family didn't die, and he just had a great life. So that wasn't the best issue, though. But
I think some of them were creative. I liked reading them. I liked reading them because I knew like they weren't a part of continuity.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, so this is a fun read. They established that it wasn't going to be a part of continuity, so I don't have to look at it in that. You know, I'm very harsh when it comes to comic books and trying to keep in continuity. So
it is though.
Well, once they say that, the TV show is in continuity, right?
No, I mean the TV shows in
the live action.
I mean, continuity.
Yeah.
No, the cartoon is, but in the, but in the multiverse.
Yeah. So
it's
now
definitely
everything
playing
can
into that
happen.
multiverse.
Anything
And
can
I
happen,
saw some
anything
things
can be written.
Yeah, and I saw some things that makes me think that there's going to be some at least light connections to the Doctor Strange movie, but I'll know when the Doctor Strange movie comes out.
I saw that episode that What If was Doctor Strange versus himself, right?
Yeah.
And then, I thought that was a pretty cool. I saw only that one and the first episode. I don't know why. I was just people were talking about the Doctor Strange one, and I was like, I guess I'll
that was a sad one.
into it.
The Killmonger one was great.
Yeah,
that was to me that was my favorite one so far.
Yeah. I mean, they were all good. Then they start connecting at the end, and that's what I sort of liked. But I mean, But when you're watching those, you're like, wow, this is pretty huge, you know. So like this is like, you know, this I don't know. I don't want to ruin it for people that haven't watched it, but I thought it was fun. Some people don't like cartoons too, though. Like some people just
Yeah.
they still see like cartoons and they just don't take it seriously, you know.
Yeah, they dismiss it.
Speaking, the
automatically.
best Marvel cartoon to come out this year.
I knew you were gonna bring that.
I haven't seen it yet.
What?
I
Oh, it
watched
is
the first
so
two.
good.
It's pretty funny.
It
Yeah.
is. It's just a fun show to watch that they would never put on Disney Plus.
Right.
Yeah.
That would, yeah, no way.
No way. Not at all.
But to the what if thing, I think what Chris is hitting on
going.
is spot on as far as like they basically did their own mini Avengers in the sense that they told these separate stories, and then the final episode was like, we're gonna bring a bunch of them back and like connect it in a fun, weird multiverse kind of way. So I thought it was a fun way to kind of do a season of the show.
It's over now, right?
Yeah, but they basically had 2 or 3 that they had already planned for this season that they pushed to next season that you could see were clearly connected. But yeah, they'll have I think it's, was it 6 more, I think, Chris?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't.
Wait, there's another
Actually,
season
didn't-
coming out?
It's like in like 6-8 months or something like that.
Oh snap! I thought it was a one shot and done.
Well,
No.
I wouldn't see why they wouldn't. It's just a what if. You could make 1,000,000 what if episodes.
Totally.
Yeah.
Wow,
You know.
that's pretty cool.
But Tony always has to die. Like I heard someone talking about in a live stream, like that's a fixed point in every timeline that he has to die. So I was like, oh shit. So there's like actual points that can't be altered. So I was like, that's kind of cool.
Damn, that sucks.
I
Depressing.
didn't hear that. That's interesting.
Hey, maybe I could survive in the other universe. Psych.
Ripped off or improved. No, he told me to change it. I just haven't changed it back. I was doing the Pickle Perry. I like Pickle Perry. Or Gandalf. Gandalf is kind of cool. Look at that.
Pixel Gandalf.
That shit look like a rain cloud.
It's but a flesh wound. No, different movie.
Oh man. Yeah, I haven't seen Venom. I haven't seen Black Widow. I was supposed to watch it tonight, right now.
Venom's okay.
It's good. Black
I
Widow.
haven't even seen Venom 1, so I'm
What? Look at that guy back there.
that movie looks
It's
so
good.
shitty. I was like,
It's
I
so
don't know,
fun.
interested in seeing this stupid movie.
It's fun.
Yeah,
John.
I mean, I have lots of problems with it, but it's fun. I would say it's the one. I don't know. There's no baseball fans here, but Venom's definitely the Wandy line. I guess John, you're a baseball fan. I don't know if you guys know. The Wandy line is like, if you're better than him, then you're a decent player, and if you're worse than him, then you're a terrible player. That's sort of like what Venom is.
So you're saying Venom is the line itself?
Yeah, Venom. I don't even know
Right
if I
there
like
in
it or
between
dislike
good
it,
and
but if you're worse than Venom, then you're definitely a bad movie, and if you're better than Venom, then you're okay.
It's
That's
crazy
hilarious.
because I hear a lot of people
It's
talk about
generic.
Venom film, and nobody spoke about Carnage whatsoever. I haven't heard anything on Carnage. It's all about Venom and everything, and I haven't heard anything if Carnage was good or not.
It's the problem with it is it comes off generic.
Hmm.
I mean, the trailer, I thought, I'm just based on the trailer, I was like, this is not my, like the comedy of like, you
Yeah,
can't
that's a
eat the
problem.
lady in the store. I was like, this just sounds stupid. Like him arguing with the Venom creature. Like this just seemed, if this is
Yeah,
what
the Venom-
first movie was, then I'm glad I skipped it.
They tried
It
to
sounds
be
stupid.
they try to be funny in it too, and then it's
How
also
do,
one
how do
of
you
those
have Venom
movies,
without
like,
Spider-Man?
That's true.
that
It's
was
also
my
one of those
biggest
movies that if
problem.
you're gonna do
Yeah,
it,
that's like the biggest problem I think with the movie is it's Spider-Man. That's like saying let's do X-Men without Cyclops or Wolverine. Well, what the fuck are you doing?
You need Cyclops. Wolverine,
You need one of them.
but Cyclops has to be there. But yeah, I mean,
Yo,
Venom,
what up, Scarpad?
Venom from the beginning, I was just like, oh man, where's Spider-Man? Are they gonna play with Spider-Man in this verse? Are they gonna bring him in? And then from there, it's just like Carnage. How you gonna have Venom versus Carnage without Spider-Man?
Well, I had the same problem when they did the Tobey Maguire Venom Spider-Man movie, and I was like, how you do the whole Venom storyline in one movie? Like you can't, it just doesn't fit. He gets the suit, it changes him, he realizes it's bad, he gets rid of the suit, the other guy gets the suit, the other guy decides to become a villain, the other guy fights Spider-Man, Spider-Man defeats him. All of that's one freaking movie? That's a crap ton of stuff. Like, I don't know what the logic, and then they're like, yeah, you know what else we need in this movie? Freaking Sandman. We need another bad guy in here. Let's just go that shit.
Actually,
crazy,
I like the character of Sandman.
We don't. I love Sandman, but like,
he is pretty.
but
cool.
like, you got to pick one of those stories, like those two together in one, and then they're like, no, else. Hey, we got more Green Goblin. Let's throw another Green Goblin.
Hold back.
What else? What
It
else
was
are we
packed
missing
in
here? We need
It
Peter
was a
Parker
packed
dancing.
movie.
We need Peter Parker dancing. That's what we need. That's the next thing.
dancing. Peter Parker looking like the bass player to My Chemical Romance, dancing down the
Yes.
street.
That's peak cinema. Come on.
Emo Parker.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I went to go buy the Blu-rays, and I could only find the Blu-rays for the first two. Like, no one's like, you don't need to watch the third one. We don't even want to sell it.
We do not need a 4K transfer of that. Are we
first
taking
two were
shots
good.
at your favorite movies here? TK looks upset. Look, he's emotionally upset about this.
Oh no! I'm just thinking about like Spider-Man has to meet with Venom, and then at that point, the symbiote still has to go on top of Spider-Man no matter what.
I
Like,
think
at
at
you
the
know-
bare minimum, it's
together.
2 movies, right? Like he gets the symbiote. and
I
then
think
has it,
there's
and
it's
then
going to
gets
be
rid of
another
it,
Venom
and the
movie.
next movie, he faces Venom, who got it. Like I feel like I don't know how you do that in one movie. It's just
And
too
then
much.
My Madam Web
Way
video
back then.
went from like 400 views to 8,000 views in like a week when the Venom came out, and everyone started commenting like, "Hey, you were right." So I'm like, "Oh, so Madam Web is gonna bring Spider-Man and Venom together. She has the abilities."
but
And
then
So if-
you know who else
it's
has
not
the
Madam
abilities?
but
that
the
is why
ability's not
Scarpet.
needed anymore because the multiverse crashes in because of Doctor Strange. No, And-
Look, give me Madam Web. She was the coolest character on the animated series.
Yeah,
She's
but dude,
shrouded in
you're-
mystery.
I'm sorry, Perry.
Joey. Do I look like Joey? Do I look like a Joey?
No. I have a friend named Joey that says crazy stuff too.
That's crazy, stupid shit.
Hey, what was I gonna say? I mean, if you guys aren't gonna watch Venom, then I can tell you the end, which is not really a spoiler, but you should probably know it.
Spider-Man comes out. That's
Madam Web?
Well, I mean, that's what Perry basically said it, but he just
Oh,
confused
she's in it.
himself.
Oh, Madam Web is in it.
No, that's the part that's wrong.
Oh,
The Beyonder?
No, there's no Beyonder in this movie.
Dude, that's my favorite 2 characters in the animated series.
well,
Yeah, never mind.
How's it going, Scarpad?
I spent the entire fucking day after I watched Chaos and Comics video this morning.
I seen you in the live chat.
Lamenting about the fact that Superman is now bisexual, and he's already got a fucking boyfriend or girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. And I missed my fucking opportunity with Jonathan Kent.
I mean,
I
he might be a
know
little.
this, the Chaos and Comics
He might be a little young.
told me this morning.
Sugar daddy.
Yeah, I
He can lure him in. He's like, "Hey, Jonathan, come into this basement. I got all these
All
goodies."
Scarpad
That's
has,
right, I got all these nice,
all Scarpad has
nice,
was himself, and that was enough in the end.
I'll be your kryptonite.
That's right. No, I read Superman.
What's up,
but
man?
I don't care. Whatever.
You can still go.
Nobody
after,
reads Superman.
What about Tim Drake? You can go after Tim Drake. He's bi too now.
Is
Well,
he-
how long before they get together?
I don't know. Well,
If
he's
you don't
not
think they're
buying
setting that up,
titles.
like deep out in the, that's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, deep out,
2022,
John. Phrasing.
deep. It's going
How deep?
deep, way out of the closet, deep.
You
Well-
know what's crazy? Everyone's upset about it, but nobody reads Superman. Nobody reads Superman. Period.
People
John
been
is
reading this one.
John is in the 1%. Action
Nobody-
Comics sucks.
nobody
I've-
at
Superman
DC
versus Batman sucks.
I've just been reading
Nobody
the
at
Tom Taylor
DC
run. though.
reads anything but fucking Batman. As if you look at what's come out today and the fucking new comics day, I'm going down my list. What's fucking out? What looks interesting? Last week we got the plumber, soul plumber. That was kind of interesting. DC might be on a roll. So let's see what we got today.
Oh, here's something different. Robin.
We got Urban Legends. We got about 9 different fucking Batman titles. All came out was Batman, the other Batman, the next Batman, the son of Batman. Oh, what the fuck?
I got 3 books and from DC, and none of them have Batman. Although actually, Batman does show up at the end of.
It's Strange Adventures, right?
The only thing
Oh.
that looked interesting was I know I haven't watched it yet. HBO's got this show. audio drama of Batman or something? Has anybody watched that?
Yeah, it's this one. It's fucking disgusting.
It's bad.
The art in this, the art is like bubblegum art.
Well, what is the show? Is the show animated?
It's not even a show. It's just it's a podcast. It's just a
It's
podcast.
on HBO Max. So
Yeah, it's on HBO Max.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wait,
It's
how's a
bullshit with
podcast on
Batman.
HBO Max? What is it? Just a blank screen?
Yeah,
I don't know.
or people talking like you can see them.
Something's wrong.
Is that your Halloween costume?
This is
DC
it.
is going to. I mean, they're rapidly pissing people. There's way too much fucking Batman.
Just you know what you do, Scarpad, to
Don't
solve
buy it.
that problem? You read everything except Batman, and you'll be good.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
Just
there's
read
no
everything
Batman books
except
coming
Batman.
out. There could be something else good coming out, but it's like they're stuck in a Batman hell over here.
I agree with Bearded. Yeah, the current Tom Taylor Superman run is really good. And again, it's only like 3 issues deep, but I think it's been really good. And I think they're setting up Jonathan Kent's story really well. But I mean, he's like, to Scarpad's point, he's been like a little kid, Super Sons, for a really long time. They've just recently like aged him up quickly
Yeah, they aged
in
him
the
up
series.
through some kind of
I hope-
That's my view. Is everyone's complaining saying, well, make an original character who's gay or bi, and I'm like, well, he's coming of age now. He's becoming a
Well, he is
man,
kind of
and
an
he's
original
exploring his options. Wouldn't that be the perfect character to do this with? It only makes sense. It's not like he's been established as an adult for years. He's just now becoming that.
I
It
could
doesn't-
kiss you right now if you were in the same room. I
Could
would
be
totally do that.
experimenting. Let him experiment.
Let him
We all did
experiment,
it.
you know?
We all did it.
And the reality is he is somewhat of a new character. Like Jonathan Kent is a new character. He's not
He
like
is because he
he's
was
not
Yeah.
like he's not like he's been around for 20 years or whatever. This is somewhat of a new character. And like to Perry's point, he has been aging up. We just missed. They just didn't publish the years where we got to see him becoming a Superman, not a Superboy.
Well, didn't he do that in the Legion of Superheroes? Isn't that where he got older?
But it was like
He
it was
flew into
rapidly
some kind of
over just like
wormhole
a
and got
few.
older.
Yeah.
It just didn't happen. It
Wasn't that the
happened
clone of
overnight.
Superman?
Like Connor Kent.
Yeah. Wasn't that Connor Kent in Legion of Superheroes? Or
Connor,
No, I don't think so.
oh, okay.
Connor,
Well,
Connor
all I'm
Kent.
saying, if they're gonna age this Superman like that, right?
Yeah.
It got to make sense with Damian Wayne, right? Damian Wayne got to be the same age.
Boy,
around
Damien got
same
the
age.
shaft on that one for sure. He didn't get to age. He's just
Well, watch he still be a little kid.
What?
he is, yeah. He legitimately is.
Oh god.
They
Super
should have
son.
him going around with his old dude and just, follows him around. It's a
It's Super
45-year-old dude.
Wait, which one is gay and which one's not? Or which one's bisexual on the Robins?
Jonathan and Tim Drake.
Oh, Damien's the kid though, right? Tim Drake
Yeah,
is
Damien's just Tim is like out of college. He's like adult.
Right.
Yeah, but look, everyone's bringing up like Jesus and stuff. He's a fucking alien. He's from outer space. John Kent, how can you even bring religion into this? That makes no sense.
I've been
Second
reading
Coming,
about
that's a
Jesus.
book. That's a
Reading
book
about
right there.
Jesus.
Why is no one talking about that?
Well, my man Greg and I know we're reading this. We've been laughing our butts off to this.
Yeah, I decided
that's
to
Ahoy?
trade Weight Volume 2, but I love Volume 1.
This is the final issue of the second volume.
That's
Yeah.
Ahoy, right?
Yes, it just dropped this week.
The only good thing to ever come out of Ahoy comics.
Damn.
Well, Hoy also did Billionaire Island. They have a couple other things that
That's
are
a
good.
winner.
I
Yeah,
don't know. They did that one book.
same writer as
that
Second Coming.
one book.
That one book that made me so mad. I ripped it. I ripped the book.
Wow.
What?
If anyone's never read Jonathan Kent, I would recommend going to the beginning of the Super Sons run by Tomasi because it is very entertaining, perfect for kids. Like it's just a good, fun,
And it's only
funny
7
book.
issues.
Well, this is the newest. This is the newest,
That's the newest issue.
mini
Actually,
series.
he
He's
got
done.
the
I think
omnibus.
this would be like the 4th or 5th trade overall. Of
I think
the-
they
wow.
got the omnibus out now
Yeah.
of Super Sons.
but it's really a great read. My kids loved it. Thought it was
Has anybody
hilarious,
ever
too.
seen my 14-inch Superman?
Hey yo.
Yeah, 14 inches. Wow.
Right there, see?
There it is.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me while I whip
I was
this
about
out.
to say, actually, I'm
Mm.
He's got his raincoat on.
Yep, that toy looks bisexual.
No, that's
Ow. So good.
At least he's got protection around his toy.
Yeah.
What you
Oh, look, that's a
Here we
14-inch
go.
Batman.
Why is everybody reading Batman?
It's got interchangeable hands. That's pretty cool.
I'm not sure why.
Interchangeable hands.
So you can play with it.
Well,
Hey.
yeah.
I forgot this is a Perry live stream.
One's got an open grip. One's got a closed grip.
Yikes.
I could say though that I buy every single Mark Russell book, and for whatever reason I trade weighted the Second Coming, but I think Second Coming and Flintstones are probably my favorite of his work, but I don't know why I decided to trade weight.
I'm a
the second
geek out.
volume.
I'm geeking out on that Not All Robots he's doing right now.
Yeah, that one could be.
It could
My
easily be
favorite.
one of his best things. The
Yeah.
first 2 issues, if he keeps up that pace, it's going to be.
Who's putting that out?
These
that
are all
is
Mark Russell
AW.
books.
AWA Upshot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They've only done 2 issues so far, so issue 3 I think is next week.
Yeah, I would say the
Did
only
anyone
thing,
read this from Upshot today?
I did.
I downloaded it.
I did not like the art in this book.
I know. I saw you pissing on it. Earlier.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but
I didn't
was
like it
just-
overall.
Can I see
I
it?
would
Can you
say.
show it?
It's like those old cartoons that the bubblegum cartoon art.
He can't show you
How
because
the
he's got this
fuck-
freaking green screen.
turn
on.
this
I got
shit
it right
on?
here. Just
Green
make me
on.
big, brother.
Yeah.
All right,
Make
John.
John big. Get him big. Hey yo.
make me
Hey,
big, brother.
yo,
Keep talking, you'll make me big, maybe.
hey,
brother.
whisper in my ear.
Right?
I think the artwork fits the book.
Yeah, I don't mind.
So
that
it's
art.
about like a doctor that gets an STD from an alien.
Yeah,
Not
it fits the
actually
book.
true.
Damn. Ain't nobody tell him to. Oh.
Kind of.
Yeah,
Mm.
a doctor who basically goes through like a Men in Black moment where it realizes that there's more to her hospital and the universe than she realizes, and now she's
Yeah,
part of like an
that's
elite
man in the chair.
group
has
of
a-
doctors.
Yeah.
That's a
It's only a
Hernandez
one shot,
brothers
right?
deal.
I'll tell you right now.
No,
I
it's a series. I think it's an ongoing.
I am
Is it
digging
really?
that cover though. That cover looks pretty cool.
Yeah, if the art had been more like the cover, I would have liked it. But I also felt like the story didn't pack much of an emotional punch. Like I didn't really care for any of the characters at all. So I'm not going to get an issue 2. But I was glad that I tried it out.
You got to experiment sometimes.
And considering this was $4 and Perry spent $10 on one Batman book this week.
Damn, Perry. Stop
I lost
picking
like
up
30
Batman books.
bucks in bad books this week. Easily $30 in just bad comics.
I would say that this was not a strong week, and I only really loved like 3 issues that I've read so far. So
Yeah, I'm with you. on
that
that.
Maze book is really good, though. by
Is it?
Lemire.
I can't wait to.
It's the
Jeff
one
Lemire, he
he's
doesn't miss.
writing and drawing it, like you mentioned at the beginning.
Yeah, because I was like, hold on, this art is exactly like one of his previous books,
Yeah.
Gideon Falls.
Not Gideon Falls.
It's not. He did not draw Gideon Falls. But
It looks like
Royal
Gideon Falls,
City,
though.
Royal City.
What's the other
Under-
one that he did?
Royal
Was
City.
it Royal City?
So another slice of life book that starts with an H that I can't remember now. Underwater Welder. He drew.
I think this got a bad rap just because people were like, "Wow, this is too heavy for me." Like, I want my comics to be escapist, but because this is about like a guy who's lost his kid. His kid died,
Yeah.
and he's just dealing with depression of that.
I like.
And- But it's like it is powerful. It is
Harrow County.
creative.
6.
It is original. Carolina, Chris. What's going on, Chris? Good to see you, man. But I think Lemire hit a really a strong emotional point with the story. So I feel like I give him a ton of credit for hitting me in the feels.
Also, those panels are a maze. If you notice, I don't think it's a. Someone told me they've seen him laying them out when he was like showing that he was writing it. If you look at random panels, they like are a maze and they go off of the edge. Do you see any of that?
Perry, blow somebody up. You or John?
Hey, did Chaos? Did you read this last week?
I don't see them going off the page much.
Do you have number 1? So someone told me they saw him put on social
I
media
don't
doing
think I've
that.
got it nearby.
Major.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't. I normally read anything Garth Ennis, and I missed that number 1, so I didn't. I'll probably they one thing good about AWA, even though sometimes they annoy me that they're just literally writing scripts for movies, is the trades are very cheap. They're like $7-8 if you pre-order them.
Well, for some reason, the comic shop decided to double ship me that. So
Wepa.
But
If
Dark
you send
Horse,
me
on the other hand,
your thing, I'll pop in the mail to you.
I'll send
Oh,
you my
nice.
thing. I'll send you my
Appreciate
thing.
it.
Dark Horse, those trades are super expensive.
Yeah, because they do 4-issue miniseries, and sometimes the trade is more expensive than buying the 4 issues.
It's bonkers because I'm
That's
trying to
nuts.
I'm trying to read Black Hammer and enjoying it, but like every trade is like $25-$30.
Well, Hoopla,
That's-
John. Hoopla.
Hoopla, hoopla,
Are you
hoopla.
calling me names now? I just
It's that YouTube
Yeah.
money.
no. I want
Super
to
chat.
have all the trades in the end because I'm
See, that's a
really
complete
enjoying that
opposite
series.
now for DC. I mean, DC, even the hardcover trades are like, if you get them mail order, I do them, they do it for like half price for like $12, $14.
Yeah,
hardcover.
very expensive. I'm about
Wow.
to start
So
reading
like a
Batman
6
and
issue
Fortnite.
is yeah. So and what's 6 issues? Like $5 each. So
Batman and Fortnite's not good.
I haven't read it, but
You-
like I'm trying to pick up every
They don't talk.
hardcover that comes out for Batman. So I picked up that.
They
and
don't
stuff
they don't
else.
talk. The whole series they don't talk because there's no people talking in Fortnite.
My favorite kind of reading.
Yeah, let them read it.
You just go like this. You go like this and it's done.
You'd think
Oh my
Perry would
God.
love it.
I do.
Yeah.
I want
was-
some
it was
pop-up
good.
pictures. Why can't they do some pop-up pictures? You know,
Pop up.
you
Little
open
bat
the book,
wing right in your
Gotham
face.
City comes out.
That'd actually be
Scratch
cool.
and smell.
You
You
pull a
scratch and
tab.
sniff comic.
Yeah, I'm surprised no one's
Well,
just done that for the hell of it, TK, to be honest.
Yeah,
Like,
you
why
pull a tab and they're like fighting a little bit. And you're like, oh snap! No. You
be
know?
cool. Little
Hey,
puff-
hey, school
movie
libraries, they
about-
always got good books there. It's school libraries a sleeper. I used to get books from my school library and I would never bring them back. And it was great because I would own those books and I'm like, this is great. Someone donated it and it found a right home. Because people would draw on the books and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna keep these books.
Of reading books and returns them.
Somebody needs to teach Perry
That's
what
right.
a,
That's
how a
right.
library
Back
works.
in New Jersey,
I
right?
know you-
John, I gotta build my own library, you know?
The problem with your library is nobody can find shit.
Yeah.
It's true. I can't even find
Perry's
shit.
like, I don't even know where that book is. He's like, it's somewhere here. I think I have a copy of that. The only thing you can find is his 99 copies of Lobo.
Lobo, yeah, they're all on my top rack.
Yo, whatever happened to Lobo and Crush? Isn't that his daughter? What happened to
That's
that?
the gayest comic in DC right now. It is so bad. I'm sorry, it's just bad,
So
dude.
you're
Like,
using the word gay to be
Yeah, he's
bad?
not using it like that.
yeah, no, I'm using it in a different context. I'm using it in like early 2000 context. My bad. All right,
1990.
that book is just
Lame.
atrocious. You know, like Crush. Like, I need to get my daddy issues sorted out. Get the fuck out of here. This guy committed genocide on his own people. He is evil incarnate. He is the Michael Myers of DC. He should not be. There should be no redemption story for Lobo. Period. He's a
What are
piece
you
of
talking
shit.
about? Michael
Lobo
Myers.
is
He's-
filled.
He's a little
Lobo's
more
just-
chaos than Michael Myers.
Everybody
Like he's just like
is
Yeah,
just
Lobo's a funny character.
misunderstood.
He's the Deadpool of DC.
I don't know.
I feel like he's just more like a wild animal, and it just kind of goes where he goes. Like I don't know that there's like because I don't see him as like Michael Myers, like
Yeah, he's
a
funny.
predator. I see him more just like a wild animal, and it's like, ooh, shiny lights, let's go get it. Like,
Well, I
think-
mean that in a sense for his own people, because Crush is one of him. So
Yes.
he's killed all of his people.
right.
So why is this bitch alive? Makes no sense. Kill that bitch. Rip her throat out. Do some
It's his
crazy
daughter.
fatality. Who gives a shit?
Perry's
He killed
got
his
some anger
parents.
Issues.
He killed his parents. Like, I want to see him just murder everybody, dude.
Everybody is misunderstood and can be redeemed and emo. That's why I just went to see the
Except
fucking
Perry.
James Bond movie. And that fucking James Bond movie is like almost 3 hours long, and all the fucking dude does in the whole movie is like, "Oh, I'm so sad to be James Bond and get laid all the fucking time and get to kill people. Oh, my life is so terrible. Fuck you, James Bond. Fuck up,
Wow.
you know?
I
I love the
That's
Daniel
why
Craig.
Bond
I
is
love
more
the
like-
Daniel
happy,
Craig James
people
Bond
happy,
movies.
and Roger Moore would be happy. This guy's crying all over the fucking place. Oh, boo-hoo.
I want like 30-second Scarpad movie
my
reviews.
brother's the fucking head of fucking Blofeld. And that's another
Okay.
thing. Who the fuck decided to make a fucking Blofeld Bond's spoiler fucking half fucking brother? Whose smart idea was that?
Okay, Scarpad, I want you to review. I want you
He
to.
needs TikTok. Scarbat, you need TikTok.
I want a 30-second review of the original Ben Affleck Daredevil movie. Go.
He likes it.
Not bad compared to like some of the Batman movies. Yeah, overall, it was a bad movie. And the director's cut redeemed it a little bit. And then once the Netflix series came out, well, you couldn't even watch it again. So
Right.
but I've seen worse movies than the fucking Ben Affleck. I could watch Star Trek.
That's fair. That is very fair. His filmography is quite intense. Perry, I know you're watching horror movies, and I know I had mentioned the fact that like, oh, are you going to get around to watching Scream? Because now that you've seen all these other horror movies, like Scream is a great movie in my opinion.
I seen this.
And but what I loved about it was I was a horror nerd, so I knew all the backstory stuff that went into making it entertaining. But you saw Scream, I realize now, when you were young.
Yeah.
Before you saw all these other horror movies, did it still have the same value when you didn't know all the like little things that they did in it?
Watching the original Scream, it was just like a whatever. Like, I didn't really care too much for it. That's cool. That's a Ghostface doll. TK just orgasmed. No, watching the second Scream movie, I think that's got to be like in my top 5 best sequels in any genre. Like that movie was so good.
Did you rewatch the
Scream.
original before you watched Scream 2? Or
I watched someone else do a reaction video just so I could get like a little refresher because I already seen it. I'm like, I don't want to sit down. I want to hurry up and watch these movies.
There's a ton of like throwback references to Elm Street,
John, my
Halloween.
my favorite part of Wes Craven's Scream was because of the throwbacks to the 80s slashers film.
Right? Which
And
Perry
made it-
hadn't seen. So I think he might find it more interesting to rewatch it and be like, oh, I didn't realize this or that, or why they did this or that.
That's a good point. I didn't even think about that.
Because now you have this whole knowledge base. Maybe it's a good like end of the month kind of thing. You try it out because you've watched all this other stuff.
Well, it was cool because I was sitting there and they were like in film school discussing sequels. And I'm like, how cool is it that they're discussing sequels as I'm watching a sequel and they're going at it? And I'm like, dude, film school. If I watched this when I was in high school, I probably would have went to film school instead of business school. That was like the most interesting conversation. I'm like, yo, I like debating. I like going back and forth. I'm like, dude, I would have loved doing that. I wish I would have watched the movies a lot earlier. That shit was cool, man. Scream 2 was so fucking good. And like I said, I saw a callback to one of the movies I watched, Slumber Party Massacre. I was like, holy shit, that's the same scene. It's almost like he was paying homage in that scene. I was like, that's such a cool van kill scene. You know, Jeepers Creepers. That's another one. Fucking fantastic movie. I don't know about the second or third one though.
A lot of people didn't like
those are rough.
Scream because of what it was trying to do and everything like that, and because
it was
of the
a huge hit when it came out. Because I just finished high school. That's how old I am. And I saw Scream in the theater because my buddies were like, "Oh, this is fun." We remember we used to watch horror movies all the time, and we loved it. We were like, "Oh my gosh!" It was like going back to when we were kids and being able to watch horror movies again with the same joy, not knowing what's going to happen.
Yeah,
and it was. I thought it was an amazing movie, and then I didn't love it number 2 as much just because I was like, my favorite character got killed, and I was like, well, that's
which one was that? Malibu's Most Wanted.
You showed the moment when he gets pulled into the van.
Yeah, like, Malibu's Most Wanted.
I was just Jamie Kennedy. I was just bummed that they killed him. That they did my boy dirty.
They did him pretty dirty. They did,
and I was disappointed by that. And that still irks me a little bit. But I can watch it now and be okay.
Fuck you. Because they said he was a side character. He got really hurt. That really fucked him up a little. And then they killed him. They did do him pretty dirty.
I just feel like it was so different from everything I was watching. Like growing up with my father, we used to watch the practical effects of these old zombie and Dracula films and stuff like that. And he was always into it, but he was always into the makeup and stuff. And I was always into like the storytelling and see what's going on top of the makeups. And then when Scream came out, and I felt like it was comedic.
Still talking about Scream,
especially when Scream the guy would get hit. I thought that was very different from all the slasher films and everything like that. Like this guy actually got hit and he fell to the floor and he's still running around. And then finally it gets serious that and then he starts killing people. And then finally it gets even more serious when you figure out who's actually Screams, Ghostface. So I had a lot of things going for it. It was just not just one guy just.
Now, question:
somebody up.
The movie Scream 2. on Google, it's an hour and 32 minutes. I watched the 2-hour version. So is that like an extended cut? Because it's really weird. Because I'm like, holy shit! Like, there's not one scene in that movie that shouldn't be there.
Versions that were released for TV with extra stuff in it. So sometimes they'll put I think Scream, one of those, put out the TV version which had all the original stuff plus the TV extra footage. So
We lost chaos. Rapunzel came down.
I'm getting tired of talking about Scream. Yeah, the first Scream movie was good. The ones after that, I didn't care for all that much.
I love the second one, the intro, dude. When he comes back in the chair and he's wearing a jacket, I was like, "Oh shit! You don't even know what's about to happen." It's so good. He got stabbed in the bathroom. Oh, right in the. Oh, I felt it when it happened. I grabbed my cheek. I was like, "Oh no!" So good.
Have you seen Scary Movie?
I've seen some of the scary movies. The one with the Charlie's Angels where they get inflatable breasts. Or the one where he's like, grab my strong hand out the window.
Yeah, that's part 2. Have you seen part 1 with Ghostface?
Maybe. I don't know. Is that the one with the aliens that piss out their fingers?
No. I think
That's a
it's
good
like
one.
5 or something.
Is it really? Oh, I don't know. I don't think I've
He
seen the
wasn't
first
drinking.
one.
What the
Who's drinking? Chaos.
There's someone with a PBR.
You got a PVR over there.
It's
What's
not
a PBR? Is that a
not
soda
drinking.
pop?
I said sober October was about to start. It's not even the middle of October yet. It doesn't start till October 20th.
So is it tomorrow? Who's going to be going to see Halloween Kills? That comes out Friday, right?
I'm gonna go
I
watch
wanna
James
see
Bond and enjoy it.
Yeah.
I've been rewatching all the Halloween movies with my girlfriend because we want to see the new one. And it's been really cool. I actually rewatched Halloween 1 yesterday, and I found something in the movie that they missed. And I've never heard anyone talk about it. I was going to make a TikTok, but I'm like, this sounds ridiculous. So at the end of the movie where she's inside and she tells the kids to go upstairs and she's in the couch and he pops up behind her and she takes out the knitting thing and stabs him, right? She picks up the knife and drops it. And then she goes upstairs. And then he comes upstairs with the knife. And then at the end of the movie, when he's dead, he's gone, he's missing, he got shot, whatever. The camera pans and there's a knife in the bedroom. And then the camera goes downstairs and the knife is still in the living room. So he had 2 knives. Or did they just mess that up? I don't know what it is. And it's been driving me crazy.
Oh, Halloween continuity. Maybe you need a what if Halloween.
It's been a great night, fellas. Thank you for having. Nah, imagine.
Yeah. That was a long explanation to say that there ended up being 2 knives, Ferry.
I had to paint the picture, you know?
Yeah. Well, good job. It was very abstract.
Carolina Chris is wet. Have you seen Salem's Lot? That's a negative, but I know it's a Stephen King film because it's on my list. So who's recreational drunk here? I don't know.
I'm a functional alcoholic. I've been told this by licensed professionals.
That's fair. I despise the TikTok dance videos. Dun, 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 dun.
Dude, I hate them too. And if you click on one, it's like looking at like some ASMR video. All that's gonna do is keep showing. Like on Instagram. Listen, on Instagram, I just want to see old middle-aged guys like John talk about comics, and I keep getting fucking dance videos. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, but TikTok, you don't click on anything; you just scroll. So
Yeah, you just flick your
go
finger.
Buy something. So
Well, you can go to the For You part, right?
Yeah,
Or you could not like the dance videos, and eventually it should
or
know.
you could just
There's just
follow
so many
people and
dance
then look at
videos.
your follow page.
Mhm.
So you can only see people who you follow. Which I've been seeing a lot of people on TikTok who do comics that are not on YouTube or Instagram, and they make like some pretty good videos. I was like, holy shit! Like they're actually buying comics, talking about comics, and making funny videos. So I'm like, this is kind of cool.
Dude, I miss that a little bit. I could have like probably been a lot better on TikTok because I remember I would put the comic book tag, and it was literally me and then some guy that just read his comics out loud. Like you just read them, and there was none of that there. And
Hey,
but I
now
mean,
though-
not that there's really any following. There's no huge comic channel on TikTok yet. So
Hey, don't knock it. John's gonna be one of the biggest comic book creators on the platform. His
He's
shit
gonna be
is
huge.
gold.
yeah, it is. It's
It really
great.
is good.
Yeah.
You're about to make John do a TikTok real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, John, I gotta go do.
Once John
I
gets the
gotta-
dancing down, it's over.
Oh fuck! You can definitely know I'm not going to do dance videos. So
You're
don't worry,
gonna be
Carolina
this
Chris.
time next year. This time next year. By this time next year, John will have at least one dancing video.
Here's
on
what
his
I'll do.
TikTok.
Next year, 10, 13, 2022, I'll make my first dance video on that
Yeah.
day just for Chris.
10, 14.
I'm gonna
do it
clip
on
this
him.
for the end of the year, John. It's gonna be saved forever. You're gonna be like, damn it. No, you need to do your old reviews. You look, people on YouTube, the new people on YouTube that do comics, they don't know the greatest review channel was John's, where he would dress up in a different character, like Mr. Rogers, Cowboy John, Lego John, Robot John, and it was like the
Crackhead
funniest
John.
shit ever. Nobody does stuff like that. It's a Magnum PI, John.
It takes 8 days to film.
Hey
Don't
Perry,
worry.
put the link. Put the link
Hey,
in the chat again.
The mustache is coming back, Perry, this Halloween.
Oh, dude, I can't wait. If you do a stash, I do a stash.
My Halloween costume requires it, so don't worry.
Ooh, what are you gonna be?
Oh,
for
you're gonna be
Halloween?
Aaron Rodgers?
I'm going to be an undercover police officer.
Yeah.
Ooh, Undercover Brother. That's a good movie, Undercover Brother.
It is funny.
That's pretty good.
Thanks, Mars. Thanks, Chris.
Did I drop the link? I think I did.
I don't know.
Happy 420. Is
There
it
it is.
420? No, we're in October.
Too much weed. I can't count anymore.
Lego John was the best. Yeah.
There was Lego Perry. Is Chris in here twice now?
Oh, look, it's like chaos and high
Camera one, camera
1440p.
It's
Camera one, camera two. Yes, Beard and I'm bringing the stash back, so buckle up, buddy.
Buckle
Buckle
up.
up.
Strap in. It's gonna be a
John, the way John's talking to Greg, it sounds like he's gonna have his Spider-Man number or Superman number 5.
If one of the chaos starts saying some other different shit, I'm gonna fucking freak.
Just switch. That'd be great.
Yo, that would be
All of a sudden,
creepy.
yeah, do different stuff.
Oh man.
Or if we just set up a video, we started freaking out.
Recorded video on the other panel.
We just like that would be a great. Hey, that would be a great horror trick on the chat. Like the other person turns around and just starts saying stuff about like personal stuff, like freaking out the the person that they shouldn't know.
What he
But,
should do is every once in a while just turn to the other camera and be like,
I do.
"What really didn't know was
Yeah.
If you could manage to look at
You
both
could, like,
cameras
narrate
at the
the other
same
video.
time, that would be
Well, what do you give me? What do you give me? Because I mean, this camera moves, dude. I could just do this.
Oh shit.
That's true.
Oh, but you owe me all your Batman books. Where's your Carnage first appearance? I should have won that
I have no
contest.
I have another one.
Oh, good. I just won it.
Oh wait, it's in storage. I should have taken it out and sold it. Made millions.
It
Yo,
was-
I'm
it was
looking
poor
forward
timing.
to seeing Carnage. I don't know. Was Carnage cool? I'm trying to see. Carnage is an important character.
No, it was. They made him generic. Did you watch the first Venom?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he was like the red version of Riot.
Oh my god.
Oh damn, dude! Don't say that. That's depressing now, dude.
Okay,
the guy
let's do
from
another- let's
Natural
do a
Born
game.
Killers. How do you ruin it? The guy from Natural Born Killers. He is such
Yeah.
a good actor, dude. What's his name?
Yeah, Woody Harrelson's great.
Woody
Woody
Harrelson. Yeah.
Harrelson's
Dude,
great.
that
I'm watching
movie
a
was
movie
so
called Kate.
fucking good.
I'm watching a movie called Kate. He's a side character. I'm even like, oh, he's really good here too.
Along came Polly.
What's your maybe Venom shouldn't be my Wandy line movie, but what is your? This is a good question for the panel. What's your like what I described as the Wandy line? So, what is your superhero movie? Better if it's an MCU movie, but your superhero movie where it's at 0 and anything worse than it is bad and anything above it is okay. What do you think is your line?
Are you saying what's their best movie to you? Or
Thor: The Dark Brotherhood is so bad.
Yeah, so that one wouldn't be it. I'm saying like
Wandy line.
Oh, Spider-Man
Yeah, well-
Homecoming.
Spider-Man: Homecoming. So so you didn't like it that much then?
People
No.
really
You thought
it was only
hate on
okay.
Spider-Man movies.
I thought it
There's
was
a
okay.
whole group of people that loathe the current.
I really enjoy.
And
I
then
love
part
him. I
2,
like
I thought was an amazing film. Like I loved it. It's one of my top favorite Marvel films of all.
Far
Spider-Man.
From Home
those-
you loved,
Far From Home.
but Homecoming you didn't.
Yes, Homecoming is like how Chaos was described.
Homecoming was with the Birdman,
But you
right?
like it though. Then you like it's
Yeah,
just even
yeah,
to you.
I liked it, but anything right below it is not good, and then
crap,
anything
and then,
above it is.
Okay.
Well, like Iron Man 3, Iron Man 2.
No, most people don't like them. Did you like those though?
I
Most
don't
people
like
don't
them.
like.
Like I
Oh yeah,
seen
those are
them and they
below.
were good. Like I enjoyed watching them, but like looking back at them as like an MCU as a whole, those movies are not good.
I might
Yeah.
say Age of Ultron would be it for me.
I love
That might
movie.
be it. That's a good one.
What movie
I thought
was
Age of Ultron
Ben
was good.
I
Kingsley
like
just
Age of
doing the
Ultron,
same
but I
character?
don't
What
like.
was
I'm
that?
not. It's my least favorite of all the Avengers movies. Like it would be the bottom one, but I don't think it's a bad movie, so it wouldn't be below the line. It's the like average line, like it's right there in the middle, right?
So
That's
is there
the whole
any movie that
concept
you?
for it.
So the test to that, John, would be: is there any movie that you think was good, but you still like Age of Ultron better?
I mean,
Right.
Captain America:
Mine might
First
be-
Avenger would be right in there.
Yeah, I didn't like First Avenger that much.
I think it's like the first half of that movie is amazing, and the second half of that movie is boring as crap.
I was
And-
I
just
agree
about
with
to
it.
say
Yeah.
that.
and that's the
Wait,
problem.
I like
with
when
that
he
movie.
jumps on the grenade. That was so cool.
Yeah, I
Like,
love
it shows
whole
that.
touch
Like I
to
like
it,
that
yeah.
part.
Yeah,
I mean,
like that
First
version
Avenger
of
to
it.
me reminds me of a DC movie, like where there's parts of it I really like, and then like there's just something wrong with the pacing that it gets me bored in it. You know.
sure. Yeah, it's so hilarious though that once he becomes a superhero, the movie just goes, it's kind of crappy. Like the rest of the movie, when he's just like this skinny little guy, is like, oh, this is amazing. Like I feel for this character, it's so powerful. And then he becomes a superhero, and you're like, this kind of sucks. So yeah, I think Ultron would probably be the one. But there are movies that are like right near it that you're like where I don't know where First Avenger would fit. Like it probably would be just above Age of Ultron for me, but it's like right there.
Yeah.
Damn, I really like Age of Ultron. I don't know.
I know, but it's funny. There's certain movies that seem to have like people that love them and then people that just like hate. So Civil War is one where I know there's people that just hate that movie, and I'm like, I think Civil War is amazing. I love
Really?
Civil War.
They hated it.
Yeah,
They just screwed
I
up.
thought-
They just screwed up Baron Zemo in it. Is all.
I thought bringing so many characters together would be such a difficult job, and I think they executed well. Like I
agree.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, they did it.
I
They
agree.
brought
The
the
American
characters and
trilogy
made it-
is
made it
like
happen.
is the heart of that whole Avengers
Yeah.
series. Like I love all three of those movies because of how well they function as a trio. And everybody's
Winter
like, "Oh, it's
Soldier
just
is my
another
favorite.
Avengers movie." I'm like, "It's not an Avengers movie. It just has everybody in it. Like the heart of that movie is Bucky and Cap. Like it's definitely a Cap movie, top to bottom."
What's your disappointment?
Can you
in the
cheers
Avengers
yourself?
movies?
It
If
doesn't
you had to name one disappointing aspect of the Avengers movies, what
I
would it
can
be?
cheers myself. Watch.
Disappointing aspect of the Avenger movies.
Yeah, you take all four Avengers movies, right?
Uh huh.
And say if there's one aspect you can say you did not like, what would it be?
The Hulk screen time.
Yes.
Nah, imagine.
I didn't like the Hulk in the last movie. I thought that was
Maybe
probably
not.
the
I would say
weakest.
that's
Oh, he was
my
the
biggest
best.
problem with the Avengers is the Hulk throughout the entire
He
all of it. He was
they
good in the
almost
first one.
pussified him.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that basically they don't have.
I don't like the
think they do
relationship.
too much with the character, so that's why you see mainly Banner. But as big as the Hulk is in the Marvel universe, it's the worst character in the whole.
Well, you have him in the first movie where he sees the giant alien and he punches the fuck out of him, and it's the coolest thing ever. And then you fast forward him to the last grand finale, and he's like, "Fucking, you want to take a picture with me? The fuck?"
All he
That's
can do
sort of the
is throw-
joke, though,
he
and the
throws
Hulk has
a
been
bit.
like
But it's
that.
like, how is that a joke? How do you develop a character down?
You didn't develop him down. He got smarter.
He did. He got his ass whooped by Thanos and turned into a bitch. He got lobster syndrome. His completely mentality in his brain just went down.
I mean,
Like, he
everyone got
fucking-
their ass kicked. Everyone got their ass kicked by Thanos.
Yeah, but look at
All
Thor.
of it.
Thor got his ass kicked, right? And look
I
he
think
came back
so.
and chopped
And he
his
became a
fucking head
bad
off.
video gamer.
But he came back and he had a redemption. He came back and chopped his fucking head off.
I think what they did was this. You know, in the comics, how it's hard to pick one to be the strongest between Thor and the Hulk. I think in the MCU they wanted to work with Thor more than they did with the Hulk,
Well, I
And
think they also have
showed-
more freedom to do that because the
they made them-
rights of Hulk are still in dispute. And
Wow,
they
you see that?
can't,
I didn't even know that.
they can't
I
do
don't know.
That
Yeah,
a
makes
they can't
no
do a
sense.
Hulk. They can't do a Hulk solo movie. They can't do a
Wow,
Hulk
Right?
solo
that,
movie.
that
I
makes
also think
perfect
that the only
sense.
way I
That's it.
think to appease Ruffalo, they gave him a lot more screen time than to get his face on the screen.
Yeah.
If you look at all the movies he's in, he's Bruce Banner mostly in most of the Avenger movies. You don't see the Hulk, you see Bruce Banner. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but in those movies too, except for the Endgame version, if the Hulk was there, he's destroying shit. He's not like just walking around. You know what I mean? Like it's mostly the crazy Hulk, mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my aspect I didn't like about the Avengers movies specifically, and it involves the Hulk, was the silly relationship between him and Black Widow in Age of Ultron.
Did you imagine?
Did he
He
hit?
destroy that.
No,
I
did
was
he-
like,
did he
hope
have-
kind of
so.
out of nowhere.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if anyone, it'd be Black Widow could handle that one.
I would have wrote that into my contract. Me,
I mean,
yeah, hide the zucchini.
not gonna lie, Black Widow survived a frag grenade inside a truck, and came out walking like it was nothing.
Yeah,
been through
she's
a
got
lot
good jujitsu, dude. She
of
does
dick.
what she needs to do up there.
Nah, she's cool. I like her. I want to see her film. I haven't seen
I
it.
really enjoyed the
look
Black
forward
Widow
to
film. I
watching
think
it.
it was wrong that it came out
That's
so
good.
late. It should have came out a
Yeah.
lot sooner, and I think she would have had more respect as a character because, like, the movie was really good. Seeing her as an
Yeah.
individual character and seeing how it set up her sister, I thought it was great. I really enjoyed it.
Supposedly,
I thought it was
she,
fun.
she was in the right
Yeah.
with the whole suing and stuff like that.
She
According
was.
to Marvel, right? They came out and they made a statement saying that they apologized and stuff like that for that.
Yeah, they were definitely in the wrong, trying to make a little extra.
In the
money.
contract,
They
it
called
says
them out
the
on it.
theaters only a theater release.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then they try to use it, because of COVID and stuff like that, which
Yeah.
they
That's
should
some
have at
bullshit.
least had a conversation with her
Yeah.
or something. And
Well,
came
which
to
is
an
and which was
agreement.
unclear at the time, but Shang-Chi did so well and Venom did even better, and they didn't have home releases that clearly they got to put this stuff in the theater. Even if we all die, we just got to go to the theater.
Well, the Bond movie, they held that thing for 2 years. So
They did. I rewatched all of those Daniel Craig movies, and then the pandemic started. I was like, well, who knows when this is coming out? So I got to rewatch them again because those are dense ass movies, especially for James Bond.
That's one franchise I'm scared. There's like, what, 80 movies?
No, it's like 25
No.
or 30 or something.
Is there? Oh, that's not that much then. Because it goes back to like the 50s?
Yeah, come on.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I got to do the Picard.
A movie, not a TV show.
Venom. Damn, Tom Hardy. I wish Tom Hardy had a different role.
Yeah, Tom Hardy. I did not like Tom Hardy in that movie at all.
It's-
just did not
it's-
fit.
It's
First
what they
off, he
wanted him
sounds
to be.
terrible because
Yeah.
they make him have an American accent, and
It just didn't work out. It went from the hype of him being the next Wolverine to a
I don't think he could pull off Wolverine. I
a
wouldn't
bad
like
Eddie
him as
Brock.
Wolverine.
Is he
I
Eddie
didn't,
Brock?
I didn't
in
like
the
him as
Venom
Mad
film?
Max.
Yeah,
Is he
he's Eddie Brock.
or Flash Thompson?
No,
He's Eddie
he's Eddie Brock.
Eddie Brock.
Yeah.
Damn,
I think he's
man,
actually a
not even that-
decent. He's a decent Eddie Brock, I think. But
He's not even
the
a
Venom.
jock, right? He's not even a football player or whatever.
He's like a
Well,
news
that's
reporter.
Flash Thompson. That's more Flash Thompson.
That was more Flash Thompson.
Is he an ex?
I thought it was Eddie Brock.
isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's an ex-reporter.
Yeah, Eddie
Well, that's
Brock
where
is
they
a
framed it in the
reporter
first
that
movie.
blames Spider-Man for losing his job. And then the symbiote at the same time is like, I hate Spider-Man too because he took me off of him.
he rejected.
But where is Spider-Man? The fuck?
Spider-Man.
2 movies, he's not there.
Well,
Are they
listen,
gonna
motherfucker,
merge
maybe you should
or-
watch the end of Venom and then you'll know where Spider-Man is, asshole.
Oh,
Okay. Oh, all right. All right. All right. Well, maybe if they would release it on home and I could pay 30
Wait a
bucks to
minute.
watch it.
Is Spider-Man?
Yeah, or you could just, hey, listen, if you don't want to watch Venom, just go look for the secret, the after credits scene on YouTube. I'm sure it's somewhere with cell phone.
No,
footage.
I gotta
That's
wait
all
for
you
it to
need.
come on stream so I could go.
Oh, yeah.
If Spider-Man
that.
is in it, then that's okay. That makes sense. Then,
Well, which
I didn't say
Spider-Man
that
is
either.
it?
then
I didn't
if
say
all-
that either.
if Spider-Man Sinister Six comes out, because the number one thing I'm hoping for this whole Spider-Man film is that it's not gonna be Spider-Man versus the Sinister Six and Spider-Man wins. It can't be like that. That would very upset me. That'll be I'll be outraged with that. If Venom comes
Why?
into the story and there's a part 2 to that whole film, and it's them two versus Sinister Six, I think that would be pretty cool. Unless Spider-Man just has Doctor Strange's help during the whole Sinister Six or character as well, then. Or Iron Man helps him with all his gadgets and gives
Iron
Spider-Man
Man's
more.
dead.
Yeah, but Iron Man still lives on in Spider-Man. Iron Man is daddy to Spider-Man. All right. So it's, hey, here's my suit. Here's another suit I made for you. Here's another suit. Take away your whole Spider-Man.
That's only if Spider-Man doesn't go back to Sony, which he's supposed to do now, right?
Wait, if Venom is in Spider-Man, that changes a couple of things. Hold on, because then the new phase, the new story arc, that would mean that the symbiote of Venom would be cool to go attach to Spider-Man during a big story arc to equal out with Secret Wars. I think that would be pretty cool if they could.
This was almost as interesting as Perry's Halloween story.
Hey, Secret Wars. I seen the cartoon.
There was a
It's
knife,
great.
and then there was another knife, Chris.
Yeah. So
If
does
Spider-Man
he have two
Venom, that
knives?
means
Where did he get the
Sinister
second
Six are to
knife?
get there, but I won't like it. I won't like it if Spider-Man defeats them. Of course, Spider.
You can't have Spider-Man defeat the Sinister Six by himself. I'm sorry. Especially with the Green Goblin
You
coming
can't?
from Tobey Maguire's. No, you can't. I mean, it'll be horrible. It wouldn't work out.
I'm pretty sure he literally did that in like Spider-Man 68 a few weeks ago.
Yeah, but that's after being trained and going through life and having all these experiences with these
You're
characters.
saying Tom Holland's Spider-Man doesn't have what it takes to take down the Sinister
Tom
Six.
Holland.
Yeah, of course not. Of course not. No.
Yeah,
No,
he's,
no.
Are we all
he's at the
drunk?
gym a little.
That cannot happen. He has even met Green Goblin. He has even met Doc Ock. He hasn't even had his first fight with them. And then you're gonna tell me to take out the whole team? Nah, that's not happening. Nah.
It seems like
Unless
all
he has the
Spider-Man
help
does in
of
the
Tobey
MCU is
Maguire
go on
or
vacation.
whatever. The other Spider-Man.
Like in every movie, Spider-Man's going someplace. He's going on vacation. He's going fucking overseas. Going this. They should just do a fucking movie where Spider-Man goes to Walmart. Just film the whole fucking thing.
I mean, that's what you're going to get with Batman. That's about what you don't have with Batman yet, is Batman goes to Walmart.
All right,
Wait
Scarpad.
Wait until
s-
Batman comes out.
Snyder Cut review. Go.
It's like you take a piece of shit and you put another piece of shit on top of it. It's still shit.
And you do it slow motion.
Perry, say something.
He's laughing too hard.
Scarpad has a point.
You take a piece of shit and then make it 4 hours a piece of shit.
Yeah.
There's a motion in the middle.
So you've like stretched it and rolled it out.
Yeah, that movie was way too long.
Slow
but
motion.
I
shit.
enjoyed what they put in it. I thought it was kind of cool seeing the Joker and shit. I thought it was cool where he seen Darkseid. Like that was really cool, but that took 4 hours to get to. Fuck, man.
You needed all those like slow motion.
Yeah, they could have
like,
saved 35
Starbucks.
minutes without the slow-mo scenes.
Yeah, she's got to get her slow mo Starbucks and then like roll outside and drink it slowly and then look up and see something and yeah.
Yeah.
And they needed
Aquaman's
to
got to
make sure
take
a
10
lot
minutes.
of people knew the identities of the Justice League characters. They had to spend a lot of time making sure that like they were very open about who is who. All those cops at the Superman Memorial are like, everybody's running up, Clark, the floating guy. Like, oh, so Superman's Clark. Oh, okay, that makes
Didn't
sense.
they add the scene in the movie where they spent like a half an hour going to this shit house, broken down warehouse? And that's gonna be like the new Hall of Justice. Oh, well, put the table here, and then we'll put the chairs here,
Hey!
and then we'll make a really nice table.
First of all, it's not the
You see
warehouse.
what
It was
that
Bruce
cost us for the
Wayne's.
fucking month?
Oh yeah,
Wayne
Bruce Wayne's
Manor.
manor,
his
the
mansion
manor.
that got burned
Oh,
down.
Christ.
We'll put the table here.
I want to know if Michael Keaton's Batman is gonna kill, or at least let people die, like he did in his
Michael-
other films.
You mean Robert
Michael Keaton's
Pattinson?
Batman?
No, Michael
You
Keaton.
mean Michael Keaton? What are you talking about?
Michael
Is he
Keaton's
coming
gonna be in
back?
the- he's going to be in the Flash,
He's
like
in the
Flashpoint
Flash
movie.
movie.
That's what they're saying.
Oh, that's kind of
Oh.
cool.
Am I right?
Oh.
TK? Is that what you're saying, TK?
Yeah. That's what I was saying in the Flash film. Supposedly, yeah. Supposedly, I even heard something about
No,
that.
I think it's official. I think that he signed a contract to be in it.
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
That they were on. He was on set.
Yeah,
That's the one who doesn't move his neck.
Yeah.
I'm going
I
to.
think
Yeah.
almost
Where? Nope,
watching-
you're over there. Where are you?
almost
gonna fight a
watching,
ninja.
like,
I'm gonna fight a ninja.
Flash on the CW before I fucking woke up and this is shit. it's taken any enjoyment I can have out of a Flash movie. Plus, that guy who plays the Flash, Ezra Miller, he's terrible. Terrible.
That's the guy from the show, from the TV show.
From
they
the
might as well put
Snyder.
the guy from the show, and they could do a
Snyder Flash.
episode.
I don't like the
The
Flash
one who was
TV
like
show.
playing with the hot dog on that girl's face in slow motion.
No one had a problem with him playing with the wiener.
Hot dog in my pocket,
Yeah,
and then I will get you, baby.
costume, the costume.
You see when you say it like that, it sounds really bad.
I'm gonna rescue you, but
I
let me
did
get
not
these
see
dogs
that
first.
scene like that whatsoever.
Let me get the
but
let
now
me
you're
get these
pointing it
wieners
out.
out of your face first, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited.
That's
for
John's
Matt
secret
Reeves Batman.
TikTok where he talks like that.
I think Matt Reeves Batman.
I actually
is gonna change
liked.
the world.
Actually, I thought the last Suicide Squad movie was pretty decent, and not
I really
bad.
like.
I
that.
really enjoyed it.
I enjoyed that a bunch.
My favorite part, I'm a fucking superhero. Then he dies. That's the funniest shit ever, dude. That was so hilarious. Like, hey, look at this guy, and everybody loves him. Oh my god, this is a great moment. And then you just kill him. Like,
Yeah,
dude,
Film that I
Yeah,
That
there
was
was good
great.
parts to that,
I
definitely.
thought that film was okay.
When
It
they
was-
when they
it-
go
it
through
was-
that whole
What?
camp and they're like competing over who can kill the guy the most interesting, they're like slaughtering the whole camp.
they
and
killed
get-
all the good
And
guys.
then they
Yeah.
get there, the guy's like,
Couldn't
"Hey,
get
how
back.
come my people didn't tell me you're here?"
That was obvious. That was a little obvious though, because
That
they were
was
killing
so
people in the
good,
bathtub.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
and
it
like
was so
women
good.
ironing. You're like, something's wrong
Oh
here.
my
They're like shooting women ironing and shit.
It's so good, but it seems like every fucking movie.
Yeah,
that-
King Shark was funny. I thought King
Bombs
Shark
in
was
the
funny in that
DC
movie.
You know that was Sylvester Stallone?
Yeah.
Shark.
What's dumber, King Shark as Sylvester Stallone, or Vin Diesel as Groot? Like, why would you pay anyone to be that?
Groot is the dumbest shit ever. To people
I mean-
get hype and say what a tremendous job he did or something. Like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Well, I mean, both of them are sort of silly. Like,
So
you
you're
could just
saying
get
that
any
when
voice
you
actor.
hear the words "We are Groot" in that first film, you didn't get choked up, you didn't feel anything,
I didn't feel shit. I was
and then he's over here telling me the Snyder cut's amazing. You get out. Of here. Who are you? Who are you?
No,
Oh yeah,
no,
the DC,
no,
the
no, what I'm
DC
just
people are
saying-
on crack. They're on
I'm
crack
just
with that
saying
Snyder
it's
cut
not like-
stuff.
DC movie that bombs is the ones I like, and the ones that people love are terrible. And there's
No,
not
I
many
bet that's not true. I'm pretty sure you like the ones everyone likes.
of them.
Which ones do you hate that you think? Which ones do you love that you think? Like,
Which ones do
You
I
like
hate?
Shazam.
I don't
Had a
hate-
very long
I gotta hate
conversation.
it.
I like Shazam a lot.
yeah,
Shazam
everyone
was
likes
one of
Shazam. I
them.
bet you like Shazam.
I like Aquaman. Possibly,
Aquaman, it was good.
Aquaman was good.
Shazam,
possibly the most.
Man of Steel was good.
Man of Steel is
First
the
Wonder
best
Woman.
for me.
For the first Wonder Woman, some of
What
it,
for you?
Man of
First
Steel,
one was good.
Yeah.
Man of Steel
Those are
was-
basically
some
the
of it,
three.
Not all of it, though. Not, you know what? No, I'm gonna say Man of Steel. No. 'Cause
I like when he
think
fucking killed him.
I
All right, the
love
tornado
that.
scene was bad. I
don't know if
admit.
the
John
tornado
got me
scene
on that.
makes sense. It's
Tornado
just-
scene was
I
garbage.
love the tornado scene.
I'm not a
I
big
think it was
fan
the
of
most
Henry
emotional
Cavill.
John, explain why the tornado scene is hot fucking doo-doo water.
Because he's quick enough to do it before anybody.
Why
knows.
did he let him die?
But then how
Jonathan
is he supposed to
Cameron
explain
allowed
how
to
he
die in that
survived?
movies because it
Literally, a tornado is about to occur, and then out of nowhere, in the blink of an eye, your father's standing right here. How the
So
fuck
you would rather?
He,
You
who
would
says he has to
rather?
put him right there?
He has
Like,
to.
he could put him
No one's
anywhere.
going to see him faster than a friggin' blur.
And
It's
plus,
so stupid.
His father said like this.
Stupid. I didn't like that movie
All right.
because it's the same thing
His
with
father
James
said like
Bond.
this, and he was
Superman
like, "No,
was
my
a
son."
big- Superman
He's
was a
saying,
big
like,
fucking
no,
baby. Oh,
The dog
woe
was
is me.
worth it.
I'm
The
Yeah.
dog
Superman.
was worth it.
Where's Martha?
You can't
This will be
replace that
important
dog.
later.
Martha.
You can't replace that dog, but you can replace it.
And then he
My
kills
mother-
General
My mother's
Zod,
name is
That was
Martha.
cool.
What's that
I like the
kid?
snap of the neck.
the man that was supposed to never kill anybody, blows everybody's mind and freaking kills a guy because he had to.
No, you didn't have to. All you gotta do is fucking grab the guy real quick and fucking fly him out the window. God,
Well,
he's
he's
fucking
probably not
Superman.
that strong at that moment, Scarpad. We don't know. Are you Superman? Did you know? They're like your man had to make the decision, and he did it. And then you could feel the pain when he screamed for taking someone's life. I thought it was. I loved it. I loved it.
I didn't mind that as much as other people hate it, but
I don't
It
mind.
was
I
a
didn't,
little
I didn't
weird.
mind. I didn't mind.
it was weird. It was a little weird. When I didn't notice it the first time I watched it, and then of course I heard everyone cry on the internet about it, and then I watched it again. And I was like, oh yeah, I guess I see that. You know,
The
That's
best
just
part
me.
is how Man of Steel directly leads into Batman versus Superman.
Here's what
Like, I thought that
here's
was
what
the most
here's what I
comic
love
book
about
thing
Man
I've
of
ever
Steel.
seen
This is
in a
my main
movie.
gripe about the movie. If you think back to the '78 movie,
I haven't seen those.
Oh my god!
Christopher
I know.
Anyway,
I have to. I have to see
back
that.
back to one of the movies that Perry probably should have watched, but he'd never seen it. Okay,
They suck, Perry.
Superman in that movie has
I
to go
bet.
through years and years in the Fortress of Solitude by himself, learning about his heritage.
I
before he
watched
gets the
Smallville.
before he gets the costume, before he
I
becomes
get it.
Superman. Fucking this guy, Clark Kent. Oh, he bumps into the Fortress of Solitude, goes in it for like 20 minutes, walks out. He's Superman. Woo-hoo, flies away. That was so lame.
He does that whole hand in the ground flying thing, and
Oh,
everything
God,
starts
terrible.
moving.
By the
Yes,
way,
I'll be Superman now.
Scarpad, I love Star Trek Discovery. I love every single season. I love all 3 of them. And that's not even trying to make you mad. I just love them. And my wife likes them too. I don't
For this
understand why
reason,
everyone's so mad
above
about
all.
that.
Harry, I'm gonna bounce
Well,
out of here,
Discovery's
man.
not as bad as Picard.
All right, John.
John, where you
I think I'm
going,
gonna. I
John?
think I'm gonna end it anyway.
Oh no!
No,
John,
I
are
was
you
gonna
gonna
play a
pick
little
up
Call of
Flash?
Duty before I go to bed.
The fourth
You
season
gonna
of
pick up
Discovery
Flash this
is a
week, John?
reboot again. They've discovered yet another plot they're going to be.
Night, guys. I'll catch you later.
Have a good one, John. Oh, and then there were 4. Oh, and then there were 3. That was a good movie.
I mean,
Never
I would
seen
leave
that.
right now too, but I forgot how to. Hold on.
Yeah. I'm pissed.
Oh man, no, I appreciate you guys jumping on. I'm gonna probably do this next week if anyone wants to come hang out, talk new comics bullshit for a while.
Yeah,
I
I
figured-
figured on Wednesday.
All I do is come up with a Man of Steel hate stuff, and they fucking all get out of here.
Oh man, what it says, I gotta get Caroline and Chris on here one day,
I
man.
love Star
Maybe
Wars,
next
but-
week. I miss going on live streams with 2-6. Oh, you guys were on the live stream like 2 years ago with 2-6, where you guys did the horror movies. I want to do that again with you guys. I want to do the watch a horror movies. Scarpad, have you seen Till Death on Netflix? It's a new horror movie that came out a couple weeks ago with Megan Fox as a lead actress, and it is a really good horror movie. Trust me, it's good.
Is she naked in it?
Not really, but
Oh.
you see a little bit.
Scarpad, have you seen Fear Street on Netflix?
No.
No?
I've heard about it on Netflix. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, that's the
Go
hot
ahead,
take.
yeah, that's good. That's good. I started watching 2 episodes of the Squid Game. Did you watch that? Squid
Oh
Game?
yeah,
yeah.
I'm on
I'm on,
episode
like-
4. It is so good.
Yeah, I'm on episode 4, I think, too.
There's nobody likable in that show though, and I understand episode 7 is where it all gets really. I haven't seen it.
I haven't got
I
there
guess they
yet. You know what's
introduced
crazy? You know the
characters.
main guy? The main guy who has like a gambling problem.
Right.
People look at him in Korea like he's Brad Pitt, like he's a sex symbol. And I'm like,
He looks
What
like
the
he rolled
fuck?
out of the gutter, that guy.
well, there's a picture of him with his shirt off and he is like a bodybuilder. I'm like, what the hell? This does not look like the same guy.
Yo, put
From
me in
the
Korea,
show.
bro. Put me in Korea. I'm coming through.
Everybody
You're gonna be a
start
Squid
watching the 3rd season of Doom Patrol yet? No.
I need to finish the 2nd season, but I'm excited. My brother keeps calling me, telling me to watch it. So I have to
Yeah,
jump
I'm
into it.
finishing Titans, but that's a hot mess.
I feel like.
Is it really?
Is it Scarpad? I hear good things about it.
The 3rd season, it's all. There are some good parts in it, but it's just all over the place.
I know it's different from books.
Yeah, it's all
and that's
over the place.
fine. I don't care about.
It's probably the best season, but it's still all over the place.
I mean, if
Has anyone seen MODOK?
On the show, no. It looks like he's taking a shit.
He is. He's always taking his shit.
It would be cool.
This
if
is
he
actually like
shows
a
up.
really good show.
If he shows up in the MCU, I think that would be pretty cool.
What, MODOK?
Yeah, it'll have to be during like the Fantastic Four bring about.
Dude, this is so good because he is such a bad villain, and that's all they show in the show is how bad of a villain he is, and it is hilarious. Every episode is just funny, and the story kind of ties in completely together. It's one of the best Marvel shows on Hulu.
Do you think we're going to get a final Fantastic Four movie before we get a Secret Wars movie?
I don't know if they're gonna introduce.
I would
Will
say
they
yes.
introduce them after the Eternals? You think?
I don't know if they're gonna introduce them during this phase, during the whole Kang phase.
You know,
Eternals assemble.
one of the biggest mistakes. I mean, they couldn't do nothing about it, obviously, because they didn't own the rights. But not introducing Fantastic Four is a biggie. Before they did a lot of the in-game stuff, I think they should have been involved. The other thing is Submariner. To still not have him in the
What was
MCU,
wasn't there a whole conversation, a whole thing about
I think he's
Submariner?
coming in a movie as a side character, but no big, they still have rights issues, I think, with him.
I thought he was gonna come during Black Panther 2
Hey, yo.
to be the villain, like, or something, that they're gonna fight
No.
Atlantis and Wakanda.
He might come. He might come. I'm not sure. He might come. He might not come.
Let me know if he comes, Perry.
Now, Black Panther, they replacing him, or is it going to be his sister?
I think it's gonna be Shuri. Or that's her name, Shuri.
I mean, it makes sense. Even in the film, it makes sense because she was so close to him. And
Yeah. She's super smart and she fights, so it would make sense that she would take that mantle.
Disney's going to have to find something to do because she's she's doing stuff that might get her canned between now and the time the next movie comes out.
What is she doing?
She's a huge anti-vaxxer, and
Oh shit, is she really?
Yeah, so that might get you shit canned from the MCU, but she's
man.
vocal about it. So
Amber Heard, is she coming back for Aquaman? I heard a lot of people do not want her.
yeah, she is coming back.
Is she really? Oh wow.
Yeah,
that's kind of fucked up because they did Johnny Depp dirty.
Johnny Depp.
They did him dirty.
Back. He's not coming back, bro.
That's sad.
Which one?
Johnny Depp.
And
to
I
any
think
Disney property.
Pirates of the Caribbean is one of my favorite. What is it? A saga? What is Pirates of the Caribbean?
I think it is a
saga.
saga.
But that movie ran its course. I mean, there was only two good ones.
Yeah, I loved it. I enjoyed it. I think it was good for like a family film. I thought it was great. And just to see so many films come out of it, like 4 films, I think. I thought it was pretty good.
She took a shit in his bed.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
Amber Heard. That bitch is crazy.
Isn't that hot?
Some guys like that.
Yo, can you imagine? You have a long day, you come home from work, you're like, I just want to lay down, and you go and you just see like a hot steamy pile.
I don't have to imagine. I got Rocky right here, bro.
Fucking puppy shits in my bed. I get fucking mad. I ain't letting my girlfriend do it. Some shit in my bed.
Oh man, that's funny.
That is funny. Damn, this was pretty fun. I'm not even gonna lie. It's been a while. It's been a while since I seen Scarpad.
Yeah, no, I'm so happy you were able to make it, Scarpad.
Like guys,
Scarpad, whatever happened to your
day? There's a lot of new ways of doing it now. So let me know. If
oh, Scarpad, check this out real quick.
Scarpad, do you still do like some random daily live streams?
Oh yeah.
Every now and then, yeah.
You had some random live streams. I don't know. I think I have to
I got Blu-rays now.
Ooh, Invincible, man. That's good.
Yeah.
30 Days of Night. That's good
That's
too.
good
Silent Hill. Sleepaway
Camp.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Friday 13.2. Your favorite?
The worst franchise. I've been buying Blu-rays, Scarpad.
Oh, Scarpad, where's your connect? I know where your collection is. Your collection is towards the back to your right.
Yep, yeah, the
right.
whole wall.
Nope, the other way. That whole back part is yours. Wait, what? I thought it was to the right.
Yeah, that's back there.
We're gonna get we have to get a room tour again.
Yeah, and then drop it on my channel.
Yeah, the room is a disaster, so not now. As you can see, shit pile up. What we need to do is I need to find a way. I don't know what you guys are using for comic storage systems, but I gotta figure something out, man.
I don't collect comics no more.
The fucking place.
Oh, I'm just doing short boxes, and it's like
short boxes. Then I started buying those plastic bins until they shot up to be like $75 each. I said no more plastic bins.
I'm paying $109 for a storage room that is a block away from my house, just because I do not like having a bunch.
Is it temperature control?
Yeah, it's cooled down and everything, temperature controlled.
You wait a minute, hold on. Like, you put your comics in storage?
Yes.
Yeah, but what if you want to read a fucking comic? You get in your car and go fucking.
I'll tell you right now, Scarpad, it's very, very the chances of me going to read a full story arc in my comic book collection is very small. Just because I was never. Every time I grab my book, I will always throw them in there. They're not even in order.
What if you want to finger through them?
They're not even in order whatsoever. And then when I joined this YouTube community, what they told me was that every book is so special, and it could be so expensive in the future. And it like hit me like, damn, I can't even go through my books again.
For a month for a climate control. That must be some ching.
$100 I'm
not doing it for the. It's just it came with it, but I just put it away just because I didn't like how it looked in my house. I had
so that's what $1,200 a month.
Yeah, I
more
mean,
or
I
less.
don't.
Oh, 1,200 a year.
Yeah, I don't know, but I pay $109. I know that. But and even with that, I still got boxes underneath me and over here behind my camera and stuff. Well, my camera is on boxes.
Damn, that's
So
$1,300 a year. That's like a major key.
so it's like I'm not in
Right,
in my
like you said,
closet. I still got boxes in my closet and my second closet. I still got boxes. I was tired of it. I was like, yo, I'm not gonna. I live in New York City in an apartment. I don't live in
That's true.
those houses that everybody have that they got all the room. They got a
Yo,
basement.
buy a house. Come
I
down
don't have a
south.
basement,
I
so
got
it's
a
like
house with a basement. I still can't fucking.
it's like yo, I can't do that, and it's only gonna get more. 5 years from now, if you keep collecting the way you collecting, imagine how many
Yeah.
books you're gonna have.
I
Which
don't.
is
I don't
great.
collect that much, and I
If you
still
have the
get-
space. If you have the
Yeah.
space, it's amazing. But for me, that's why I switched to hardcovers because I do want my story arcs. I do want to read those books and be able to go back, but I could do it off my bookshelf. And
Yeah,
that's it.
DC. I think at DC and Marvel, that's the way to go.
Yeah.
Plus, they're coming out with a lot of stuff too now. That I mean, there's so many of these 6-part series coming out, especially in like the next 2 to 3 months.
Yeah.
Of course, you're gonna you buy the hardcovers, then you get the one that goes ballistic, and you don't buy the floppies, But
Yeah.
what can you do?
Yeah. Like for me today, it's hard for me to like actually go purchase a comic book unless that story, that cover has to be amazing. But other than that, it's like I'm not missing out. I'll just read it later on. The thing is that I also switch books. Like right now, I'm reading horror books. I have Clown in a Cornfield, which was done by a YouTuber, which is pretty cool. But
Oh, wow.
I'm reading that, and I'm reading some Stephen King mentioned book.
Oh,
And
there's a
Ender
new
King.
Hill House book coming out next week for DC.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Plus,
Yeah, I
I
was
think
looking at my
next
list
week
next
or the
week.
week after they have the sequel to what was that movie? The bag full of heads, something full of heads.
Basket of Heads.
oh Basket
Yeah.
of Heads.
Yeah, there's
That was a good
there's
one.
a sequel
Oh,
coming
okay.
after that.
That's not bad. I really like that whole.
I like
series.
when DC does that. The Hill House books, like, take it. Don't give me Batman. 10 different Batman. Like, switch it up a bit.
Yeah.
It's healthy that they do that.
Yeah, and on top, I think they should very capitalize on the horror. I always say that just because look at the fans. Most of the comic book fans you see here are like horror fans. They know what horror is and everything like that. So I think that's like the best way to do it. And I really like the whole basket full of heads and Joe Hill and his
I'm
his
wondering
son. coming up with
what
it.
percentage, and this might be a better conversation for another night, but what percentage of those independent books, like from Hill and Tiny, and they're going to wind up on Substack now, and they're going to put them out either digitally or you have to buy them from them and not go to a publisher anymore because they're self-publishing them.
Yeah, I
How
don't
much of
know.
that stuff's going to happen? So
Probably. It probably will go.
I have no
Some
idea.
digital. Yeah, I would assume it would.
All I know is that I met Joe Hill and he gave me a signature, and
Oh, wow.
yeah, I met him in a Barnes and Nobles.
Oh, wow. Like, just casually, or was
In
it
Long
supposed to
Island,
be
yeah.
He's been around for a
My
long
girl-
time.
it was like-
he's written a lot of books. He's been around. He's written some novels.
Yeah,
He's
it
been
was
around-
like-
I've never met anyone that walks into more celebrities randomly than TK.
Well, he
Yo,
was in
it
the
was-
other-
TK randomly texts me. He's like, "Hey, I'm hanging out with Conan O'Brien." I'm like, "What the fuck? What are
in
you?"
New York, New Jersey, you see him, you're walking down the street.
I guess, yeah.
Fucking half
and
block
they
forward.
not touched because people don't notice. New York City is crazy. When they say it's never sleeps, it's everybody's just walking by everybody. Look how I met Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds. They were drinking coffee on the steps, and everybody down in Manhattan. And I wouldn't have realized if I didn't look to my phone to change the song. And when I changed it, I heard Ryan Reynolds' voice, and I was like, "Oh snap! That it sounds like Deadpool." And I'm about to watch Deadpool 2 tonight. So I was like, I looked
so
real
cool.
quick. I did a glance. The dude was wearing glasses. He was in a different outfit, no makeup. And I was like, that's not Ryan Reynolds. And I went down the block. And then I was like, if it is, it would be the perfect time to get like a picture because his movie comes out tonight and I'm watching it. So I went back and I was like,
Yeah,
excuse
usually
me.
they're not gonna tell you to go fuck off if their movie's coming out tonight.
Exactly. I was like, yeah, they won't do that. So I was like, excuse me, sorry to interrupt your conversation. I was just hoping I could get a quick picture. And then he was like, yeah, sure. And then the other guy next to him, since I walked by the guy and the guy was, his back was towards me because he was talking to Ryan Reynolds like this, and I was walking this way. So when that happened, he took my phone. He was like, I'll take the picture.
I would have shit my pants.
Bro, when he took my phone and I looked to see that it was Hugh Jackman, bro, I don't even know if you could see it in the picture. I'm still out of it. I'm still like, Hugh Jackman's touching my phone and taking a selfie with my phone.
Put your number in there.
Yeah, I was like, damn. And then I was like, yo, I'm watching your movie. I said some corny shit too. I was like, yo, your movie better be good. I don't know why I said that. I was like, yo, that shit better be good. For some reason, I said that.
Oh my god!
They started laughing. He's like, no, it's gonna be good. And I was like, I'm just kidding. And I walked away.
When was that? Doing the Wolverine? That was like one of the worst fucking movies ever.
No, it was Deadpool 2.
Deadpool 2.
Dropping. Yeah. Deadpool
But
2.
like, it's funny because they always bust each other's balls, so that probably made them. Yeah, you're right.
They laugh. They got
funny.
a good laugh. But me on my side, I'm like, damn, maybe it was too much. Maybe I should have just said thank you and walked. But it was cool.
Funny.
It was cool. I got lucky. But my sister met Michael Keaton. She has a whole picture of Michael Keaton and they chilled and stuff. And Arnold Schwarzenegger. So she's beating me by a few, yeah. But back to Joe Hill. It was like 9 to 10 p.m. at night, and we was driving in Long Island. And I told my girl, let's go to Barnes and Noble to pick up some books. And we got there, and Joe Hill, he was just showing off his Thorns book. I forgot. I think it was Thorns or something. It was a collection of short stories. And then I was like, all right, cool. This is pretty cool. Stephen King's son. I haven't read any material on him. And then he was like, yeah. And he signed my book and gave it to me.
That was pretty cool. Now he's doing comics.
I was like, I don't need your signature, motherfucker. Nah, imagine.
Hey guys, I gotta get out of here. The dog's house.
Yeah. Me too. Yeah, have a good one. Appreciate everyone hanging out. And yeah, we'll be back next week.